2 minutes till showtime. Everybody get rolling. Fill your bowls. I think we are live, Les.
Hello, Lloyd.
Wow.
Hi.
Thank you.
Hello,
It's
people.
changing.
Nice
There.
smoke
Look,
there
oh, we
for
got a
I
little
am.
zoom screen there as well. I forgot that I put that there. Let me
Oh.
just get rid of that little side thing that pops up.
Oh,
Hello,
man.
people.
We are live. We can say hello, but don't say fuck up.
When you're
okay?
higher on homegrown,
You know
nothing
how
really
it
goes
is.
that smooth. We just hear.
That was all fine. It's because Ian just joined late. You see, that's what caused that to happen. It's not really. Though. How is everybody? Dinga Dinga, Black Ops, Invero, Kenneth, Red Eye, Jockey Chan. How's everybody doing, man? Thanks for joining us. It's a little bit more chill tonight. We're not gonna go off on the structure like we usually do. What's going on, James? You good? Just gonna chat some shit.
Nobody drop any spoilers, but in the chat, did anybody else see the pandemic special at South Park last night? I know a lot of people didn't.
No,
so
you're
don't
just
drop any
encouraging
Just say
spoilers,
you did
man.
It, you didn't.
Do you know, I have not.
Dodgy bastard.
I have not seen South Park in easily 10 years.
Whoa.
You should. It's good.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen a few of the last few when we the same thing happened last week when we were streaming. It sort of crashed out when we first started, and now it's back.
Yeah.
So
It's all blurry.
I think we're fine.
I'll
I think
refresh.
it's
I think
still
we're
up and
just too
running.
high.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
keeps doing
just
that.
a refresh.
Glitch.
What's it back?
Glitch in the Matrix. It was all.
Glitch in
Who's
the
smoking
Matrix.
what tonight?
You know,
Mhm.
shocking. I think the OBS
Good
gets
question,
fucking
man.
stoned off the weed. Never mind. You know,
Yeah.
the software gets a bit mashed up and lagged when we first start. Sorry
That
about that.
fucking contact high, man.
Fuck
Strong
yeah.
stuff.
You know what we were smoking
So
on, man?
how is everyone? How has life been since Sunday?
Can't say really,
Day
because you
and a
got to try and
half,
say
yeah.
anonymous.
Really?
You know, can't talk about life. Let's talk about weed. Well, we got some nice conspiracy theories to talk about this week. I think we had something in specific we were going to talk about. We're going to talk about Michael
Conspiracy
Jackson, right?
theories?
We should already talk about Michael Jackson.
Ugh.
Let's get straight in with the
The
controversy.
king of pop. Yeah, really.
I don't know. Well, it is a decisive topic. Who thinks he was a Chester, the child molester, or who thinks he was
Well,
innocent?
Makes
this
it
is
the
why I
So-
said if I joined at the wrong time or what, because as I came in, all I heard was fucking fed up of in and out and in and out and in and out and in and out and getting pissed on all the time. I thought, shit, they've already started talking about Michael Jackson.
Maybe R. Kelly with the
Oh, R.
pissing.
Kelly, yeah, well, pick,
Yeah.
Oh,
pick a
that's
name
even
out of the
worse
hat
than
these
Michael
days,
Jackson.
isn't it?
Jeez.
I
Paedophiles
wanna
10 a
piss
penny,
on
man.
you. Yes, I do. Piss on you.
Oh, there we go. It's only taken 3 minutes for us to divulge to this kind of sickness. What the fuck, man?
Oh,
There we
The
go.
show
Higher
with
on
the
the
TV.
program.
Chappelle show, man. Fucking
I've
great.
never really seen any solid evidence that actually, hard evidence that pinned it on Michael Jackson. I've heard a lot of innuendos. I heard a lot of accusations, but I've never really seen any evidence. Because anytime there was, what did he do? He paid it
Paid
off,
him off.
Yeah, it's
he
just
paid it
ignorant.
off.
wired him up.
Just ignorant.
Mm.
Don't be
Yeah.
You
ignorant.
see, the thing is, you can. It's very hard to say if he was. I don't know if he was a fucking paedophile. I
That's
think
it,
people
nobody
took
really
advantage
knows.
of him. No, I think people took advantage of his good
Wealth.
generosity.
His wealth.
Maybe
Yeah.
his wealth, exactly.
He's rich. I want some.
And more to the point, if he was a pedophile,
But you know
the
what?
parents of
Hold on.
these
There's
kids
one
would
thing
be
that gets me
fucking-
because I sort of agree, right? That there's no evidence, and he was just mentally ill. You know, he thought he was a child and
Mm.
shit. But there's one thing that gets me, and it's an interview that I seen, and there was like, so have you had plastic surgery, Michael? And he was like, no plastic surgery, no plastic. It's like, fuck off, man. Fuck off. If he's gonna sit there and lie about something so fucking obvious, because it was
Well,
obvious
he did admit
had
that he had
surgery.
surgery, but it's like a little bit on the chin and a little bit on the nose.
But
But it's like it
during
looked
this
like his
interview,
whole
I
face
see
was gonna be
Nose fell
raised.
off.
he like completely denied it, and that's the time when he had the real thin nose and shit. You know, it was obvious.
Yeah, he went for the
had some
Diana
surgery.
Ross look, is what I understand
Yeah.
at least.
So why would he lie about that? You know?
Well, I don't know. People lie about everything,
Yeah,
Who
it's
knows?
just, you never really know. You can never be too sure. You can't know
It's like
100%.
the missus comes up and said, "Did you eat that last piece of cake?" "No, I didn't do it." As you're licking your lips.
It's the
Still
dog.
with pieces of
It's the
cake
dog.
on them.
the fucking
Yeah, if
dogs.
you've got a dog, you can blame the dog, can't you?
Yeah. Oh, it's the cat. That doesn't work too much, does it? The cat
Oh.
got it.
Look,
The cat
that
don't want to know
dog-
that damn cake.
So what do you
The
think
dog
with this
put
Michael
their
Jackson
shit
thing
on the
as well?
floor.
Or do you think that it's right? Because in the UK here, some radio stations stop playing his music.
Hmm.
You know, just because of the association.
Well, they
Yeah,
stopped playing the Clash's music because the Clash had a bit of a flipping kick-off on Top of the Pops one night. So if they can stop the Clash for that, then they should be able to stop flipping what's it for that, shouldn't they?
But then
Yeah,
again, if it's not, you're innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah.
You know, like
That's-
nothing has
that's-
ever
well-
been proven, and I'm sorry, I don't take the word of somebody who took fucking cash and accepted a fucking settlement, and then to turn around and say, "Oh well, well he still did, and I want to tell me story now." You know,
That's just trying
sorry.
to make money twice.
That's
You
just
try-
that exactly. That's just trying to fucking make money twice.
Yeah,
It's trying to
you can
fucking
you can just never be sure, man. I mean,
No.
that's the only people who really know is Michael Jackson and his apparent victims.
and there's nobody else to know. Well,
No.
you never know. There has been things that have come out and said things.
But you
like
know,
his
regardless of all
secret-
that, he made some fucking badass tunes, man.
he made some fucking
some
epic
badass
music, man. Epic.
You know, sometimes I got Michael Jackson blasting in the car, but I don't play it so much anymore because playing Michael Jackson is drive past people like, oh my god, why is it listening to Michael Jackson for?
Yeah, your car's instantly paint
You
bombed.
know what I mean? And it's not necessarily why is he that you know,
And-
listening to Michael Jackson. It's like, why is he going out the window and shit? Ho!
Why is he jumping out the car moonwalking?
You know,
He's
it's like,
driving with one glove on. What's that all about?
It's
Jackie
like,
Beat, yeah.
he's following a TG. He's got a blue one on today. Don't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah, TG not saying much back there, man. What are you saying about Michael Jackson, TG? What's your opinion? What's your favorite Michael Jackson song?
I don't know, man. I like a few of them. Thriller's classic. It's Halloween coming up, and Billie Jean and fucking Beat It. I like Beat It actually. The guitar solo is fucking Eddie Van Halen in that shit. It's good,
Mm-hmm.
good shit. Yeah.
It was good
Um,
stuff.
Did you see the
And Weird Al
Yankovic
parody.
version of
Yeah,
it?
yeah. Eat It. That's
Yeah,
fucking awesome.
yeah,
Man.
that's
Mhm.
fucking funny, man.
Oh yeah,
Weird Al's classic.
my
Love
son
that
had
guy.
a
Oh,
thing for Weird
fuck
Al,
that.
man.
It's like,
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't have much of an opinion on Michael Jackson. I think probably some weird shit happened, because he's a weird dude. And I mean, when you get to
Mhm.
be like that famous, like you guys say, it's he was on a different level. He's like Michael Jordan or like Muhammad Ali or like these. They're not just regular celebrities. They're like, I don't know, fucking held to some other level or something.
Demigods.
Yeah.
iconic.
So kind of like Tommy Chong in the weed world, right? He's like
Mhm.
a level above most, or if not all, other
Yeah.
fucking people. So
Yeah, the Chong is in a class by himself.
Yeah, do you think there's rumors that he was chemically castrated when he was a child, man? You know, do you
Yeah, I
believe
mean-
them rumors? Because I believe that shit. Listening to his voice and the way he sings, and you know, just
his
the way he
dad
was,
a
very feminine.
pretty
Oh,
mean
yeah,
dude,
I did
right?
hear that he was given hormones to keep him in puberty longer or something.
They didn't want to lose that little voice he had there, making them millions.
If he was chemically castrated, would he be able to get it up?
Did he
Well,
get
I
enough?
mean,
That's actually get enough.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Ah?
sorry.
Would
Just
you-
mixing
really
up songs there. I don't know, man. I don't know how that works.
we've really
Oh,
gone
it
into
only
a
lasts a few
strange direction
is-
here. You know,
Castration
Yeah.
only lasts a few months, I think.
this is
know.
truly a stoner's
But you know,
conversation.
how
on
the fuck
chemical
is that? That's
castration.
just some fucked up shit. Imagine what kind of person you'd have to be to do that to your child. Just because they just use him as a piece of merchandise, really, to make a fuckload of money. That's what you turn
Yeah.
into.
Yeah,
Well, in
that's
Throw
fairness,
their
it-
kids into
the chap
slavery
never-
and shit.
Yeah, he never had a fucking childhood. None of the Jacksons had a fucking childhood.
You know,
Their father was a fucking horrible bastard.
allegedly.
Horrible.
Allegedly.
It's not allegedly. You can see it in black and white. You can see it in shots
Ebony
that
and
were
iron.
done.
That was one of his songs, Black and White. Yeah.
You know, when I
Paul
was a kid
McCartney.
and that song came out, because everybody was talking around that time about Michael Jackson having all these plastic surgery on his face, and this is why he looks so dodgy. And then he brought out that video, Black or White. Did you see it?
Yeah.
Right. So, and at the end, he's changing faces loads of times.
That's the one where he morphs from one face
Yeah,
to the
and
next.
I thought as a kid that's why his face was fucked up, because they changed his face that many times in that video. It fucked up his face. Just one of them
man.
things I remember. The stupid things I thought. As a kid.
One of the
Funny.
original Morph videos out there, you know, kind of iconic.
Yeah, he broke loads of barriers.
He did.
Fuck yeah. But I do want to ask. It was asked a couple times before we got into Michael Jackson, to change subject. What is everybody smoking and toking and dabbing and rigging and fucking whatever you guys do?
I'm on blue cheese, man,
Ooh,
and I'm
some
stoned.
of
I'm
that.
so stoned all the fucking time right now.
beauty.
Got some gelato and Kush cross, and this is early. Haven't even cured yet. It's just been in the jar for a week, but you know, got to try it.
Yeah,
Nice.
for sure. That's where I'm at.
But
too.
it's still smooth. I mean, it hadn't cured, but I mean, it's really smooth.
There's nothing wrong with just dried weed. Like curing is I mean, nuances, I guess, in the flavors and stuff come out, and the
Sure.
smoke does get smoother. But I mean,
Mhm.
just right after it's dried, it's not unsmokable at all.
No, especially if it's grown correctly. I mean, like,
Absolutely.
yeah,
I've
it's not
s- I smoked-
overfed or anything.
We got Jockey Chan in the chat. There he's smoking on his homegrown bubble gum.
Oh,
Uh,
classic shit, man.
Big Buddha blue cheese. Kind of go to bigbuddhaseeds.com. Just Google that. That's the best blue cheese, man.
Kenneth wants to know, Mackie, where do I get the best blue cheese? I don't think you can tell him where you live, though. That's the problem. You get it, the best blue cheese is at Mackie's house.
Yeah, Dynafem do a good one as well, I've heard. But Big Buddha's blue cheese is like the original. Listen to episode 5 of High on Homegrown, and he'll tell you all about it.
Yeah.
Some cool shit. We got some good interviews coming up on the show as well, haven't we?
Yeah, we've got a couple of very good ones coming up.
When are we going to air that one we did the other day? Is that next week?
What, the Jorge Cervantes?
Yes, I wanted you to say that name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be this week. We've got Phil Monk,
Okay.
who's in the medical side of the UK thing.
Yeah.
You'll find out more about him on the show on Sunday.
Very
And
interesting
then,
guy.
yeah, man, he had a lot of interesting points.
Mm.
It's going to be a good, but that's another long one which needs editing down as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
As usual, we always chat for so long, man.
Yeah, but the people we interview, I mean, we call it an interview. It's more like a conversation. We just kind of
Yeah,
lay
yeah.
back and talk for an hour or two.
Yeah.
And I think most of the people love that. It's
Yeah,
easy
Yeah,
to
well,
do.
it's not a
No
normal
pressure.
interview, is it, lads? In fairness, yeah, we
No,
shot the breeze and we
It's
have
just
a
smoke
bit of
fish, people.
yeah, it's shits and giggles.
Yeah,
It's
that's
what we
it, man.
always do,
Most
And
of
I
the
think-
time, everybody.
I think as well
Plus the
because of that
joint
kind
and-
of setting, it's like we go into topics of conversation most interviews wouldn't go into because they feel just more relaxed and just follow the flow of the conversation.
Yeah.
We have a good
I
time.
was liking it like it's like if we were in a
Yeah,
coffee
Rich.
shop and Jorge or whoever walks in and he's like, "Hey man," and he sits down and fucking joins our, our chat. It's-
Jorge, come sit with us, bro.
yeah. And he'd-
Tell me, what's your favorite weed, man? What you smoking on?
Says Percy's, man. Of course he'd be fucking into that.
Well, like we all say, what is it? We all take the trash out. We all do the dishes.
Yeah.
We're all just people, man. Everybody's just a normal person.
Oh yeah.
It's good to
I'm
sit
less
down
than
and
a
see
normal
that side of
person.
these people as well, because we only see them on the other side of the screen.
Totally.
Super cool. Yeah, so
Yeah, I was-
Phil Monk
Schumacher.
this weekend, Jorge Cervantes the week after. And then we've got
Nice.
a guy called Dan as well, who's a war veteran who used to be against cannabis, but now he's
Yeah, that was
changed his mind and he treats his PTSD with cannabis, so that's pretty sweet.
it was an awesome chat. I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
Very
And,
interesting.
There's more as well. There's so much more. We're getting a lot of people. We got Peter Reynolds from Clear. He's going to be on soon as well, which is another cannabis law reform organisation. So lots going on, man. It's good. It's good fun. I enjoy doing it, and you will enjoy it as well, right? Say yes,
Yeah.
lad. Say yes.
Yeah.
Well, it is a lot of work, but it is.
It is,
fun.
man. It is a lot of work.
Yeah.
We spend a lot of
That's good
time in
too.
these Zoom calls during the week,
Yeah.
but it's
We
worth it.
do.
Like you said, to get to sit down there and talk one-on-one like a Tommy Chong and Jorge Cervantes,
Mhm.
Danny Danko, Dr. Grinspooner, all of those guys, man.
And,
That's
you know,
just, I mean, it's priceless.
And we're
It's
working
great
on
stuff.
other people as well. Always working on getting more people in, bigger names all the time. Always
Learning so
pushing it.
much, man. Learning so much from these people.
Yeah, and listening to the news every day is pretty cool, man. Is that Big
Mhm.
Buddha blue cheese, the old school skunk? That was it. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one, mate. Yes, that's the one, Kenneth. The old school good shit, man. Smells like
Some
it smells like a dog that ate sick and then shit it out like all mixed together. Disgustingly nice. And not like dog shit and sick would smell nice. It's just that similar. You know how your brain works when it's that kind of thing, right?
one of my
Body
favorite strains is
describes
cat
good
piss,
weed.
man.
Now, anytime somebody
God.
describes good weed as smelling like dog shit,
It's
I'm going
dog
like,
shit,
what the
like
heck,
steamy
man?
hot dog shit.
I don't want to
don't-
smoke that.
You do,
Uh.
man. You oh.
I'm still working on getting this. There's a cut from Jordan of the Islands here in Canada called God's Unicorn Piss.
yeah.
Fucking yeah, it's pretty. Those piss strains like are a very. I find either hate them or you love
See
them.
it.
Well, I mean, I
Yeah,
know what cat
hold on
piss
for a
smells
second.
like, and growing cat piss to me just doesn't sound like something I want in my food.
Hold on for a second, lads. I've just realised something. Right, it's been
What?
quiet from Zian for a while, and then I heard click, and then click again. So Zian, your mic is now on mute, but he muted it to cough, but in fact unmuted it to cough, and then to come back on mute again. So I think you're on mute, Zian.
So he's got a good hit.
He's probably ranting,
love
Zian.
it.
There you go.
Button.
There you go. You're back.
Yeah, wrong button.
Yeah,
I,
you're
my
unmuted
volume
to cough.
control's at the back of my head, so I have to reach behind me to do it before I cough. And if I don't get it first time, I'm coughing.
Oh,
You need to
Sorry.
rig up a foot switch on that thing, man.
I've been there when I've tried
and
sneezing
by the
before.
way, it's still a weed cough. So don't be looking at me, everybody, thinking, haha.
It's going to spread corona down the microphone.
Yeah, down the
So there we go.
microphone.
There
It's
it
not
is. Ping,
happening.
ping, 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 ping. The C word's been mentioned. What we saying? How
Oh,
is the
gosh.
COVID treating everybody?
Well, I think
I'm getting sick
everybody
of this
here
shit.
thinks it's
I'm
Can
done.
I am
It's
getting
I've had
not done,
sick
but
of
everybody
this
thinks
shit.
it's done.
I'm
It's
getting sick of the
frustrating, but
bullshit
our
that goes on
cases
with the
are
government, to be honest,
going
backwards
up.
and forwards,
I don't know.
change their mind every 10
Mhm.
minutes.
What are you saying, TG? Let's go around you all. See what we're saying.
Oh, well, I'm sick of it just as much as anybody. But our fucking cases are going back up slowly and surely here. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I have corona, but I think it's just the weed or the change of seasons here because it's gone from like fucking 25 every day to like 6
Yeah.
now. So I assume it's that. But yeah, I've been just kind of coughing and shit a bit more lately.
It's because you keep hitting them massive dabs, mate. We've got fucking
Yeah.
video
We
evidence
watch
of
that.
it.
I
You know what I'm
think so,
saying?
man. It's
Fuck's
fucking
sake, we
genius.
could hear him when he was in the fucking basement
Well,
last
one of the
night.
symptoms is like losing your sense of taste, right? So if you can still taste the weed, it's all
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't got
I know.
corona. It's just weed.
I don't
cough.
think I do. Yeah, yeah. That's like I say. It's like it's just so fucking easy to jump to conclusions now. It's like everything must be corona. Must be
I
corona.
agree with you, Kenneth. The pandemic's not over. I just have a
No,
pain in
it's
my
not over.
fucking
Oh, God, no,
hole with
not
it.
even close.
You know?
Oh,
We'll be
Wolfson's
beating
in
it back,
Canada
and
too.
it's like a
And
pause button.
Does anybody, while we're talking about Corona, does anybody think it is like a fucking mastermind plan to fucking
Donald Trump.
ruin fucking society, or
But
does
you,
anybody?
hold
Does
on for a
anybody
second, GB. Now
actual
you mentioned
virus?
that, right? I'm sure if you go back and listen to previous recordings of me over the last year or
Gonna hit
so,
it down.
right, of the random shit that I go on about, I was saying Donald Trump can't leave office, man. He can't. He'll go to prison. So he needs to stay in office, and there needs to be some kind of massive emergency because when a country is in a like if they're at war or going through something, they're more likely to keep
Well, he
the
did
same
try to
president.
declare himself a wartime president. He did.
But maybe this is it. Maybe this was just a big pandemic blown out of proportion, and this is just all to distract everybody from what's really going on and keep the wartime president that is Donald Trump in power.
It's not a wartime president.
But in fairness, I can't see a pandemic that came from China was to keep Trump in power.
China
No.
did him a favor.
If anything, my belief on it was that China released a thing to try to wither out the sick and the infirm of their own populace because there's just too many of them. And it just got out of hand, and it got fucking. It got released out. That's my fucking.
No,
take
see,
on
I
it.
do believe the official story to some extent. You know, it did come out of that lab in Wu Tang.
Yeah,
It
you need
wasn't
to
my
watch
fucking
Pandemic
accent.
Special, man.
Yeah, and it just spread from
Really?
there. It's man-made
Really?
by the look of it. It's got signatures being man-made, apparently.
No,
Yeah,
the pandemic
well, it hasn't got a
special explains
single.
everything. That's just it. You need to watch the pandemic special. You'll know everything.
Who made the
Yeah.
pandemic special?
South Park.
Oh, South Park. Okay, then. Yeah,
Yeah,
just
I'll
watch
watch them.
5
I trust them.
minutes, it'll
I
all-
trust their news, man. I trust their news more than CNN,
It's
Fox,
explained.
MSNBC,
You'll
BBC. Fuck all them.
understand everything.
In my opinion, though, I don't think there is any fucking, global cabal or collaboration of people that are fucking smart enough or organized enough to organize something like this. So I don't know. I think we give people too much fucking credit.
Yeah.
So it's
maybe.
just eventually this shit's gonna happen. We've been like, think about how many I guess years. It's only been 100 years since the last pandemic, but in the course of human civilization, we've had it pretty fucking comfortable in terms of like actual catastrophes. Nothing's really happened in 6,000 years that's killed us, right? The Black Death, I guess, back in the 1300s was pretty brutal, but
That was close, and then the Spanish flu was fucking pretty gnarly back in the day
Right.
as well.
In humans, though, we have such short fucking memories that we just,
It's
forget.
because everybody's smoking that
And-
devil cannabis. They can't remember everything.
Big
Yeah, I don't
Pharma's
know.
got it all sorted out. It's all screwed down, man. All them viruses and germs and everything, they're all under the pill.
It's just, I don't know. I don't like to
Same
give
thing
people
as-
that much fucking credit because,
Well, you know what?
they're not that.
The Earth is like some big fucking balanced out ecosystem, and it knows how to keep things balanced, man. It's had good practice for millions of years. and it needs to wipe out some people because we just keep fucking shit up too much.
Yeah,
So it's sending
it's
these
just a natural
viruses.
thing.
Mm.
We're
I
not any
have 'em
different
here.
than other organism, you know. Like
I wish I could send the smell of
eventually,
this weed down the microphone to you all, man.
I have it here,
Delicious.
right?
what?
The amounts.
Do you want to put it on your
Um,
screen, on your splash?
Yeah.
I'll make this a
Are we
little bit
talking
bigger
about?
so you can all see.
Say,
Got to figure out how to do it.
I'm gonna hit a dab if that's
Yeah.
okay with you guys.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah. Here we go.
Tell me if
Here
you
we
can
go.
hear. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
look,
gonna.
I'll reduce the size of this a
Reclaim
little bit
dab?
like that.
Is this torch too loud?
No, no. Is that a reclaim dab?
Yes.
All right, that's a good one.
Sweet. I'll leave that there,
Uh,
like
I've
that.
been in there for like a year.
hopefully this works.
So I think that oil's finally kicking in on me. I'm starting to feel something.
Oh, yeah, you took edibles before the show.
Well, yeah, I just took the oil. I'm just trying to decide how strong it is. I took a mill.
What are we saying there in the chat? Who we got? Follow the money. Man, so what should we talk
Okay.
about? Spanish flu? American
Oh
flu?
shit.
It came down to selection.
Dorothy, whoever's
I know.
cunt. It won't. It does. It won't show. What I'll do is I'll just call out the fucking things as you can see there.
Oh,
it's
there we
only
go.
showing up a
No, it's
little
showing now, GB. It's showing there.
Yeah, I
bit.
see
Yeah, but
something.
no, this is actually huge. The
Okay.
amount of thing that's on it.
Oh,
If I share my screen with you, Mackie,
Yeah, I think.
No,
think if
because
you
I
share
don't want
the
to fuck with
screen,
any of
it,
us shit and crash out anything. You know how sensitive these softwares are.
I know. Right, well, I'll just call them out. Right, so we had the Antonine Plague in
Oh yeah.
150 to 180 AD. That
What
killed
is that?
5 million people.
But
The
what was the population of the what? Yeah, carry on. Sorry.
population was 200 million at the time.
Mhm.
Um,
So it's a large percentage.
as we go on up then to the Black Plague, killed 200 million. That was in the 13th century. Smallpox killed 56 million. The plague again in the 17th century, 3 million.
Malaria gotta be in there.
The Spanish flu killed 40 to 50 million. AIDS has killed 25 to 35 million. SARS killed 770 people. MERS, that's MERS, isn't it?
Yeah.
Was
MERS, yeah.
850. Ebola, 11,003. And at the time, coronavirus 19 had only killed 6,400.
Yeah, but the thing is those numbers are like big. But the 200 million, for example, in 1300s, how many fucking humans were there on the Earth? Because that was like a third of the entire population of Earth.
Yeah, I will
that
tell you
died.
now, my
Yeah.
friend.
But they
And like
didn't-
that kind of shit we haven't had. We've never had.
And if we had something like that now, god damn, because of the way we can just get from one side of the planet to the other, it's going to be so much worse than
is
anything.
different now.
Well, that's what
We
killed
have
it.
airplanes. We have so much new shit, and there's so many more people, and it's such and effectively a smaller place, right? So,
Mhm.
but I think this shit, like I say, is inevitable. Just like we're gonna get fucking hit by a meteor, because we only go around the center of the galaxy every 25,000 years. It takes approximately.
So
Mm.
sooner or later, you're gonna hit
In that time, it means we're in a different spot in the universe, in space, effectively every fucking second for 25,000 years. So we're probably going to hit something. Like humans, like I say, have only been around, modern humans, 6,000 years, right?
There's talk that we go through the Taurid comet tail, like a certain amount,
Oh, yeah,
every
it varies,
10,000,
right?
11,000 years, and
Yeah,
that's
well,
why we have seemed to have big impacts around them times.
yeah, that's what happens when you're going through a meteor shower, whether it's the Taurid or the Perseids or the whatever the fuck.
Mhm.
You're going through a bunch of debris in space, and there's a much higher likelihood to get fucking smashed by something, obviously, if you're going through a bunch of shit.
Right.
And Earth is just a big ball of rock flying through space among other balls of rock.
Yep.
Right.
We get too arrogant to think that, like, I'm in my house, nothing can fucking get me.
My house. Woo. Yeah, I mean, but you see,
been
like,
hit by
I
shit
think we're
all the
kind
time.
of some of that is kind of thrown at us from Hollywood. Come on, guys. How many times have you seen the big shootout scene and everybody they're hiding behind the wall in a shootout? Hello. I don't know. Maybe you guys aren't target shooters, anything like this, but these the walls of our house are like paper to to a
Mhm.
bullet.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
yeah. Same thing with a meteor. It's going right through the house, going right there, everything like that. Yeah, as humans, we have a false perception of how safe our house is.
Yeah, for sure. Well, say if we are all together.
True. I mean,
We
yeah,
live in
we
a.
live in a false sense of security in a way.
It's. I
In
mean,
the year 1 AD, there was 1 million people.
Wow, is that all?
Yeah.
God damn.
one less person.
No.
But
And I'm
with
just looking here now. It's gone up. No,
those odds that you
Because
said
of
two or three of us
Jesus.
getting hit by
sorry,
a
no,
meteor.
100 million. Sorry,
I was
100
gonna
million.
say that's
Here,
that's a crazy low amount of people, man.
By the year 300, there is. Oh, sorry, I'm watching a video that's gone along that gives you all the way up to the year 2 thing. And it tells you the dynasties and everything that's popping up. By the year
That's good
400,
shit.
there was 179 million.
Oh,
By the year 800,
Mhm.
or by the year 900, there was 228 million. By the year 1500, we went into 1.4 billion. In 1900, 1.6 billion. So in it, since 1900, it was 1.6 billion.
Yeah. It's the Industrial Revolution.
yeah.
And in the last
Industrialized
50
agriculture.
years, we have jumped up, according to this, in
Probably doubled.
2015,
That's because of
we're
modern medicine.
9.5 billion.
Mhm.
And this was
Modern
in
medicine and
2017.
yeah, the invent of nitrate fertilizers, ammonium and shit, instead of having to use fucking manure. Then
Right.
food production went through the roof, and
Mhm.
everybody's livelihoods got better, relatively speaking, of course. Um, there's still fucking people that are living in the dark ages in a lot of places, food scarcity and shit like that. But
Well,
What's gonna happen is we are coming to the point that we are not going to be able to sustain ourselves.
Yeah, how long can we sustain this for? As Paddy
And we
said
can't
there, look,
sustain.
you see
I
Paddy in
think
the
we've
chat.
already hit that
94 to
tipping point.
57% of statistics are false.
well,
yeah,
I want to know something though. Is that statistic false?
yeah.
No, that one's
Yeah.
true. I've read
Okay.
that one before. I read that one on the
But
internet.
here's an interesting thing, lads. Like it took 200,000 years for our population to reach 1 billion people, and then it took 200 years for
Yeah,
us to reach 7 billion people.
that's not natural, man. No
That's
Well,
not
species has
natural.
done that. Yeah.
well, it's a population is an exponential. So, I
It's
mean,
modern medicine.
Mhm.
It is modern medicine as we know it.
And
If we
all
hadn't have
horticulture as well.
Oh
you
yeah.
know the
Like I
whole
said,
agricultural revolution was powered by war. Unfortunately,
oh yeah,
it was the surplus ammunition coming back from World War One that was the cheap source of nitrates to make fertilizer with. We had to get rid of it, and we sent it to the farm to make food.
but I do agree. It was agriculture and it was everything like that, and horticulture. That's what pushed us to expanding the population. But our society should die. Like if you have a severe illness that you need machines and things to keep you alive, in the natural fucking selection of life, you shouldn't survive. You look at people that are fucking 99 years of age that are living in old folks' homes and are being kept alive by, again, machines. That's
Right.
not right. That's not fucking.
So what would you suggest we do, GB? A
it's
I'd put
not
the
voluntary
fucking.
objectively
euthanization.
I'd put the
natural,
fucking. Turn
you
off the
know,
plug, man. When
but
it's
No,
your
I
time,
it's
but no, you know what I mean. When it's your
Wow,
time to
I
go,
really
it's your
don't.
time to go.
the argument though is that we're humans, so therefore, we think, therefore we are. We are the only species on the planet that actually has the ability to be conscious and to think about shit, and thus we're kind of. I mean, there's a lot of people kind of think that human beings are supposed to be the stewards of Earth to protect it, essentially, and to, I guess, go to that next fucking level where most animals are just here to eat, sleep, and fuck, and then die, like you say, and the natural selection takes care of that. But
Yeah, it's pretty much the same as
us,
us, man. But we just think
yeah,
about shit. That's
we
all. It's the only
exactly.
difference.
That's kind of what we're at still, and we do have the ability to fucking get beyond that. But I mean, we still are animals, and we still have that fucking DNA to deal with, I think. So for the most part, that's what's fucking ruled up until this point. And whether we get beyond that to like go to the singularity or whatever, the next stage of fucking existence, whether that's uploading ourselves into a neural net or I don't know, whatever the fuck it is. There's no way to know because that's the whole point of that next step is we can't comprehend it now, right? Because we're not there. But whether or not we make it there, I don't fucking know. That's that whole I can't remember what the theory is, but there's points at an evolution of a species where they meet a yes or no, like do they kill themselves with nuclear bombs or do they get past that point, and then after they get past that point they meet the aliens, and do they kill the aliens or do they fucking and then eventually you reach the point of like nirvana, I guess, or whatever you want to call it, where we're like fucking
We
complete,
become the Star
kind of like,
Child.
yeah, exactly, the Aquarius, the in the Star Trek sense, we're Q, we reach that point.
Dandy and Doorman in
But
chat there. Is it Sunday already? Yes, it is. Welcome to Sunday High on Hydro.
somewhere,
maybe
some
maybe he
universe,
believes us, man, and we just fucked up his whole week.
but I don't remember
Well,
what we
no.
were talking about now.
Yeah, no, but you know what we're talking about with the point for the planet to go. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't like to see people fucking dropping dead either. Like I do think modern medicine is fantastic. I just think medicine is keeping people alive longer than maybe
But it's
what's
like
good for the planet.
other
Maybe is
technology will
that way
catch
of
up.
looking at it.
I think other technology will catch up. But in the future, we will be able to extend longevity even further and go into like 200 years where humans can live.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
only going to cause the next problem.
Yeah.
But then what?
Bulbs,
Yeah,
telomeres, or
what are everybody going to do? What are you going to do if you can live fucking for
podcast, man.
I told you this.
Yeah.
We discussed this before. We were going to be able to live to like 500 years old. AI does everything. Everybody gets bored because you just got leisure time. So you play a game that's a
Yeah.
simulation that's
That's how it
indistinguishable from
starts.
reality, where you get to pick up what time in history you go back to. And I chose 2020 because it had the COVID fuck up. It was a height of technology and shit. And this is when I chose to come back and play my game today. You know,
Yeah.
we're all living in a
It's
So
fucking-
simulation, man.
we're a simulation.
We are
of
living in a
Yeah.
simulation.
Oh, we're in the simulation.
It's the Roy game from Rick and Morty
Ah.
where he goes in and he lives an entire life in 5 minutes.
Mhm.
You just keep playing games and games and
That's
trying
right.
to, and eventually you get bored with playing games. So then maybe being as godlike as we apparently are in whatever fucking reality is, we go into this game where we literally forget fucking everything, and then we go back to the fucking start, and then eventually we'll come back to being gods again because being gods got boring for us, right?
Yeah.
Kind of thing. It's a circular
It's
kind of
like
bullshit.
what do we do to keep ourselves occupied? We have hobbies. We watch TV to learn things and keep our brain stimulated. But when we have the capability to download everything into our brain, like the Matrix shit, we just download all the knowledge you're ever gonna need. You want to learn how to play a musical instrument, fine, done. You don't need to put 10 years into practice. It's just done. So you don't have time to keep yourself entertained with things like that. So instead, you play these simulation games. Makes perfect sense to me.
Well,
That's why I like RPGs. Man. I
you
play Skyrim for that exact fucking reason. I want to be a fucking wizard. you know,
Mm.
Expelliarmus.
I can't do that in real life, so I'm gonna, I guess, buy a fucking game, and that's the best we have now. But I'm sure it'll get better. Fuck, I ran out of propane. Butane, sorry.
What do you think, Monkey? What do you think?
think the edibles are
Is
kicking
this real life?
in. Really? Is this real life? I'm laughing my ass off right now. These edibles are definitely kicking in.
We always go on to the simulation theory. I say always. This is episode 2.
Always.
It's
Becky
like
always
we
wants
talk
to bring
about
up
it a
the
lot.
simulation theory.
We don't talk about it a lot.
We
You
don't.
talk about it a lot, and then we have to answer you.
Skyrim
True,
is an awesome
true.
fucking game.
Yeah. I am the instigator of this conversation most of the time, but I'm sure we
Right,
led
yeah.
close enough for a tangent for me to jump onto it. So if you just all
Yes.
watch what direction you're talking, I won't jump onto this
Yeah,
tangent again.
We're in tangents.
How do you
Or
define
is it when
real?
we've got chance to do tangents, we don't do them?
No, we got loads
Yeah,
of time.
real.
Just chat shit, man. Let's go off on another tangent, random tangent, Zian, go.
Shit, that's cool. Oh, it's
That
cool.
was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
That was brilliant.
Oh
Say the first word that comes to your head.
No, my brain's still asleep. I've only had one cup of coffee.
Fuck is that?
Only one, but yeah, how big was that cup?
Oh, a standard size cup. I've just had
Okay.
one of them days today. It's done my fucking head in.
Oh
Oh,
man, if you
so I'll
drink that
come
much
home.
coffee and you're down to 1 cup, you got to have a headache and a half then.
Oh shit! I run out of flint as well. My lighter's not working. Oh no, it's a bad day.
Here we
All
go,
right.
TG. This is our kind of thing here from Black Ops. There are
Yeah,
schools of
yeah. I was
thought.
just reading.
They think the Egyptians did this, and they were very more advanced than we give them credit for.
I've
So
taken
this
many
is
classes in that school, right?
yeah,
Black
this is a lot
Ops.
of
Yeah.
talk from Graham Hancock, who's hopefully going to be a guest sometime in December.
Mm.
I've emailed him again because I've seen he was on Rogan, so I'm like, oh, maybe he's doing interviews right now. I might be able to get him in. So I've sent him another email, but he will be on the podcast hopefully before the end of the year, and we talk about all this kind of thing. Well,
Well,
Yes.
we will talk
I'm
about this
reading
kind of thing.
Fingerprints of the Gods, man. That's the fucking 1995 original. Anybody that's interested in the potential like Atlantean pre flood civilizations, 15,000 years ago in Bolivia and in Peru, the Incas with Machu Picchu. I'm at the part of where they're in. He goes to Machu Picchu, and a lot of the Incas, the natives there, say that the legends go far, far, far back from when they were like before the Spanish conquistadors came and everything. Um, Machu Picchu is probably a lot older than contemporary archaeologists believe. And there's like all so the Sphinx is the same. There's the big balls in Baalbek or whatever, the Göbekli Tepe in Turkey. There's so many of these fucking places around the world that are a lot older than they should be.
Yeah.
So
What are you saying,
why is
GB?
that?
You were saying something there.
I can't even remember now.
All right. American Honey says, "Hello everyone. What is the topic today? The topic's anything, man. Just suggest
Anything and
something we'll
everything.
talk about." But yeah, I think there was a civilization that had more technology than we give them credit for. That existed like just what Graham Hancock says.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly, in Barrow. Yeah, it's so fucking crazy with this shit.
It makes
With
sense.
the astronomy and the advanced geometry and mathematics that they would have had to use to do this shit. And just a simple fucking, everybody asked the question, how do they build the pyramids? How the fuck did they build the
but
pyramids?
there's been some good
Now,
theories. They floated them
there,
up in tunnels.
yeah,
Yeah.
now there is another theory that is so much more plausible, and they've done this where they were able to um make blocks at specific shapes and sizes that would be literally able to just slot them into place. It is a process of using sorry like a really really thick lime water or limestone water, and they fill it up in like a this kind of a form, and they basically fill it up and they let the water evaporate out, and they compact it down, then they fill more water in with this stuff, and as it evaporates out, it literally it builds up like a block,
Right.
and it comes out, and they've done this. I was only watching a documentary about it 2-3 weeks ago.
I have. I'd
It's
have to think that you can carbon date that stone though, and
but
find the age of it, and also natural stone has grain.
but you see, it's made in the same whatever way they said it. It's made in the similar way. It traps. It would carbon date the same because it was coming out from. It have the
Yeah,
same
think about
molecules or something.
yeah, Japanese pearls, Mikimoto versus Takani. Mikimoto is a cultured pearl, and Takani is a simulated pearl. A simulated pearl is made by crushing up imperfect pearls with a binder, putting them in a mold, adding imperfections and everything else, so they look identical. But if you would slice it open, they're different.
Hmm.
That's what I'm saying, basically.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah,
Same as
for
the
a stone to
granite that
naturally
people put
occur
in
on
their
Earth, it's
kitchens.
got to go through either sedimentary or metamorphic or igneous formation. You know, so
I don't know. Again, it was only a theory.
yeah, I mean, I've heard a lot
It's
of.
not. Nobody knows fucking what way the pyramids were made. There was all different theories.
no,
This
but there
this
is
was
some
just
good
a very good
ideas.
theory
I've
that I've
seen some
seen.
good ideas, and there's evidence of it as well. They say that it was built with a ramp, but then it would have been like a massive ramp, and there'd be evidence of the ramp being built. But there's
Yeah,
one
but I've
thing I
also
saw
heard
on
that
YouTube where they floated the blocks with pig skins, like pillows of
bladders,
air. Yeah,
air,
big
air
bladders
bladders.
filled with air tied around the stones, and
Mm,
they floated them down channels of water, and
yeah,
they used some like a canal lock sort of to make them float up the pyramid up through the middle. There was a trench that was built there, like a tunnel that was air sealed, so the water was airlocked in there. Pretty interesting it was, man. You could find it pretty easy. How was the pyramids built if you found that on YouTube?
Mm.
But
Yeah,
that,
you
Yeah,
that
well,
have
was
to
a
maybe
good
the
explanation.
the pyramids might be because they are, I guess, fairly studied. But like Envero was saying with the stones at Machu Picchu, um,
Mm.
they fit together like they basically glue themselves and together. And there's in what the hell is it? Angkor Wat, I think in Cambodia, it's the same thing. The stones they don't use any mortar in them,
Right.
and the precision that they would have had to make them as flat as they need to be to have that happen, I guess, is like we barely fucking can do that now. Not to mention some of the etching that they've done.
Mm.
You basically would need a laser to do it
No,
now.
I'm not buying that. I
Yeah,
mean, I've
I
heard.
There's
don't believe that shit. Even though they're like, we
So
don't
that
even know how
adds,
to build the pyramids now. It's like, fuck off, man.
but
You
that
could do
adds
that.
in.
No, but I've heard that before though. But as somebody who works with tools and works with his hands all the time, all day, it is
Mhm.
possible to do amazing things with minimal tools with your hands if you have the time.
Hmm. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Have you ever heard of that vase they found in Egypt that was made out of diorite? That diorite as a stone is like really, really fucking hard. And
Mhm.
according to contemporary archaeology theory, there would have been no tools that would have been hard enough to actually carve out a
Right.
hollow stone of this diorite, but
Mhm.
yet it exists.
But
Right.
would diorite and diorite not?
No, because you
I
No.
mean, I've heard the stories of the crystal skulls that have no tool marks on them and things like that. And
Yeah, but
there's ways
they were
around
shown
that.
to be bullshit as well. Then crystal schools, they were shown out to
yeah, I
be a
don't
hoax.
necessarily
Yeah,
believe
I mean,
the
that's
crystal
lots of things
skulls.
out there.
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones,
But
that's a whole
I don't know. I mean, we just to say no, I think is just as bad to say 100% yes. It's much too arrogant for us to believe that
Yeah, yeah.
we only fucking came around 6,000 years ago because I mean we know humans have
Right.
been here for at least 180,000 years in
I
our
agree.
modern form,
Right.
and the climate has been like a fucking shit show for lack of a better term for any time period prior to about 11,600 years ago, which coincidentally was the date of the fall of Atlantis. But that's I guess that is this kind of conversation. But
Yeah,
yeah,
well, that's
prior
the
to
next.
that, it
We'll
was
get
the
into that.
Pleistocene, the ice ages, right? And it came up and down, like all the fucking time. So there would have been really there was no 6,000 year period really where it was stable enough to form societies like we have now, or at least it was, but then it got fucking destroyed again because they went into ice age Earth. And no matter how advanced you are, I don't think even now, like if the plummet or if the temperatures plummeted and we had fucking 3 kilometer deep ice sheets all the way down to like the middle of Wisconsin again,
Mm.
that's an entirely different world.
If it went
So
day after tomorrow, man,
yeah,
half
well
of
that
us will be
it
fucking dead.
it wouldn't do that, but it's not unheard of that it would happen in under 1,000 years kind of thing.
Mm.
And
Uh,
we've been around for under 1,000 years.
Dan, the indoor man,
So
he said it just like Subcool's birthday today / yesterday. Happy birthday to Subcool. Rest in
Really?
peace.
yes, it was
Yeah.
yesterday. It was. Yeah,
Let me roll one for him and throw it out then.
we
I'm
lost
gonna
a
roll
Get
one
fucking
right
pointed.
now.
legend
I'll
there.
throw it out.
Actually, Vault had a whole bunch. I don't know what the deal is with his gear anymore, but I've been kind of watching. I shouldn't say this, but whatever, because everybody else go buy it now. But the Vault seems to be kind of releasing his gear on a limited basis. Most of the time, it's all sold out because he's not
Yeah.
around to have it anymore. But I was just there, and they have a whole bunch of cuts available right now.
Cool.
I wish I had fucking an extra $1,000 to drop because yeah, that would be it.
Last interview I
Yeah.
heard, I listened to was Subcool. He was recommending one. I think he called it Sweet Tea. It sounds like
Mm.
it's 1-1. He says he was one of his favorites, but
Yeah.
wasn't real
It's-
popular with anybody else. He was like, I don't understand why nobody buys it. It's always in stock, but it was his recommendation. That's the one.
Yeah, man.
Some
Thanks
cool
to Genetic Memory
beers.
Farms. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. If you enjoyed the video, hit the
I'll
thumbs
do
up. And
that.
if you're not a subscriber, then click that subscribe button as well. And sometimes you can forget about the dates and when we put the videos out. So ring that bell. Look at me going all YouTube on your ass now. Ring that bell to
But
keep up
yeah.
with our notifications. Subscribe.
Yeah. Shout out to Ripped Bubba though by Subcool. That's probably one of my favorite fucking strains.
I've never tried any of his strains, and I ought to get them before they go.
Yeah, if it's a connoisseur. Like everybody's got their shit, but Subcool stuff is so unique. He's one of the only breeders that I've seen that's incorporated the Romulan genetics into a bunch of his shit. Um,
What's he?
what
Subcool it. Just look for
the
subcool.
dank is his, like, he went through some shit with his now ex partner, I guess, and they lost all their shit in the California fires in 2017. So there's actually a really good article on High Times. Danny Danko wrote it a while back. I think they just released it just prior to him passing on this past February, I believe. But yeah, if anybody's interested, go to either check out High Times' Twitter or just Google High Times Subcool, and there's an excellent article that kind of details his latest escapades and how he's been able to, or how he was able to
Yeah, let's
kind of
get back on this shit then, man. Let's
get his
back
shit.
look at this
Yeah,
fucking.
he rebuilt most
Are
of
we
that
still
stuff.
in an ice
That cost
age? We're still in an ice age, aren't we? Because there's polar ice caps, so that's
No,
considered
we're
an
not
ice
in an
age.
ice age.
No, I'd
No.
say we're
We're not. It's
not coming
interglacial
into. We're in
period. It's called.
we're in a wobble or something now, aren't we?
It's
Isn't it
no.
a
It's
polar wobble or
simply
some
there.
shit?
It's an oscillation between, like, the Earth goes through periods of really fucking hot, really cold. The climate changes as the continents float around, as meteors hit it, and etc. As volcanoes erupt, um,
As
the
cows
climate gets
fart.
changed. Yeah, that too, anthropogenic wise. As we're shitting out all that stuff. But no, we're in an interglacial period. It's called. So it's not an ice age. Like the Earth pretty much always has ice on it somewhere. There's very few times in its history where it's been completely ice free.
And that's
Um,
when humans don't want to be on it, when it's completely ice free. It's too
yeah,
hot.
like that was back in the dinosaurs and shit, and
Yeah.
early Earth, when there was, like, it was literally hell. Like it's after the Archean age, I think it is called. It was during the early and late bombardment, when the fucking basically the solar system was still forming, volcanoes everywhere. The Earth was like, there was no oxygen. It was a just horrible fucking place for humans. So the Earth, it's a very dynamic place, and you have to understand that the Earth is 4.6 billion years old, and humans are only, fucking 6,000 or whatever, even 180,000. It's nothing in comparison to what the Earth does. And for us, I guess, in our purposes, it really doesn't matter because we only live for 80 years. But back to our other conversation, if we start living for 500 years, 1,000 years, then we might have a fucking issue to deal with shit. But yeah, the Earth is always changing, So I I don't think it's unreasonable to believe that humans didn't have, a big society, call it Atlantis or whatever you want to call it, prior to whatever fucking happened at the end of the last ice age to cause that giant climactic shift that brought in modern quote unquote society.
Yeah.
We
But
got smashed
anyway,
somewhere up in Greenland, right? That seems to be where the evidence points.
yeah, well, that's what Randall Carlson says, that the meteor hit the North American ice sheet and vaporized a bunch of water and dumped it into the oceans and buried. Having that much water locked up in ice means the oceans would have been a hell of a lot fucking lower. So there would have been a hell of a lot more land exposed. Like
Now, which meteor is this?
this would have been 11,600 years ago.
Is that the one that killed dinosaurs?
No,
that
was
was millions of years
65
ago.
million.
Okay, I'm confused.
No, we've been hit by tons of meteors. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
The 65 million one has not been. That's been the biggest one probably. But
Yeah. It's like we used to
Tunguska
have
was,
all these big animals, like the mammoths and the saber-toothed tigers and things like that.
yeah.
And then
Right.
around 11,000 years ago, there seems to have been some kind of impact that changed the life on the planet. And
Right.
some people think, like Graham Hancock, what's it, Randall Carson on it.
Yeah.
They think there was a more advanced civilization that existed before that happened, and then the asteroid came and wiped out some of the Greenland ice shelf, made the seas bigger, big flood everywhere. This is why you get flood stories in the Bible, and different religious texts.
Yeah.
And that caused a big flood, wiped out a shitload of people, and we went back pretty much to the hunter-gatherer days for a couple of thousand years.
Yeah.
Which that would make a lot of sense,
Yeah,
and
it
it could
would.
happen again very fucking easy.
Right.
I mean, if it
Exactly.
happened, the same thing would happen. We'd go back to hunter-gathering. A lot of people,
Yeah.
like us people who don't live in the wild already, would die. But there's
Well, I
still
don't
tribes
live
out
in the
there who are
wild.
uncontacted.
But
No.
I've always shown my kids what you can eat when we walk through the woods. I mean, it's crazy, but you can walk through the woods. It's a damn salad if you know what you're looking for.
But there's not enough food, man. You know, for if
There
it
is
all
huge.
Yeah,
went
that's the
into
thing now. For 7 billion
Depends on your
people,
density of population, I think.
a lot of people have to die first.
true.
Yeah,
But
but a
yeah,
lot of people,
every,
it's survival of the fittest. Then, if we go into a
Oh
thing
yeah.
where there's no, if we go
fuck,
to a
man.
lawless society, or if we go
I
back
know
to the,
people who can't even cook. They don't know how to cook. They order everything. Skip
Right.
the
I
dishes
can't,
every
I can't
fucking.
cook.
Well, what would you do then
Be
if
married
If
somebody that's
every
good.
fucking restaurant closed
I
down?
can't cook in a kitchen, but I can cook on a barbecue. I can cook
Well,
over an open flame.
right. Then
So
that's important because there would be no propane.
Any gobshite is able to cook over a fucking open flame. In fairness,
Hmm.
well,
But what
maybe
if?
not
Where are you
any
gonna get your
gobshite.
meat that you're gonna
Well,
cook?
personally, I live in fucking cattle country. I
Well,
I just have to open my window and there's like fucking 300 cows fucking mooing like fucking
yeah, fair enough.
300 meters away from me.
I just think like after 6 months or so, shit's gonna get fucking pretty real.
Mm.
It would. But I don't think we're going there yet.
No, I don't
But
think it's gonna go that
I'm
far.
we're just speaking if a meteor just smashed into the middle of the United States and killed 290 million people.
Wow.
That think that could happen. That
It
could
could, man.
fucking happen.
Well, didn't a big, huge one only fucking scoot? It came something like 56 kilometers or miles or
Nah,
something
that's
into
far
our
too close.
atmosphere. Over, it was only on. It was on fucking the Daily Mail only 2 or 3 days ago. I'll find
Yeah.
it here now. It scooped down in over.
About the size of a school bus, they said.
back.
It
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like the meteor hit the 65 million years ago one, to go back to that one, at the KT boundary. That one, not only when it hit, whatever it hit, it would have killed instantly. But not only did it,
Vaporize.
yeah, it fucking made the atmosphere like on fire everywhere in the world. It was on fire, like it wouldn't be
that
as
much heat.
simple. And I mean, this is a, that hasn't happened
Oh
since
yeah, Apophis.
65
Yeah.
million. But holy sweet mother of fuck, like these Armageddon events are. Well, there's only been 6 in the history of the Earth that we call a mass extinction or an event that's such a magnitude like that. So, and humans have never been
That's
through one.
always one argument for colonization of Mars is what if we lose Earth, and can we carry on our civilization if we have a second chance?
You hear about they found big pockets of water on Mars under the surface.
Yeah, but it's shallow. The pockets are like 3 feet. It's a layer. It's a strata, if you
Okay.
will. It's not like lakes and
I love Armageddon, man.
there is some water, yes, and a good amount of it, but it's not like oceans.
And the way 2020 is going, it wouldn't surprise you if something hits us this year.
Yeah.
Might as
No
well get
doubt.
it all done,
All
The
right, Bob
Siberian
says we're never
traps
going to
just
Mars. I
open.
don't know. Elon Musk says he's going to
No,
Mars.
we're
We'll
going to
find
Mars, man. We're going to Mars. We'll be there
Elon's
within the
got
next 10
tickets
years.
up for sale. You want to
Elon
go?
Musk does not fuck around.
They may not come home, but he's gonna send them, huh?
Yeah, and they are willing to take that risk, man.
It'd
Yeah,
be
I've heard
interesting
a
to
lot of
see if
people
he'd go
into
on
that.
the force
That
flight
is-
himself.
All right,
He
guys.
ain't going. No, he ain't going. We need him here. If he goes up there and that rocket blows up, we're fucked, man. We're left in the hands of fucking Jeff Bezos. You know what I mean? Right now, Elon Musk has got a good chance of becoming the richest man in the world if he keeps heading the way he's going. And he'll take over Bezos and he'll take over fucking everybody. And he's got his satellites up in space with the fucking lasers on and shit. And when he turns them on and he fries loads of people and being like, yeah, I'm in charge now, motherfuckers. Game over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like Judge Dredd, how
You
he
all thought that those Starlinks were for fucking broadband.
You know what I mean? When everyone's driving electric cars and then he comes driving out with some beast fucking monster truck internal combustion engine like, now you've got the weak shit. It's the only one with the good cars now.
Oh.
Reduce the need for oil so then he can buy up all the oil cheap and then increase the need for oil again. That's how he rolls, man. He's a genius.
So he cycles it, makes something obsolete, buys it up, and then makes it relevant again.
Yep.
I seen the thing he was talking about, these new terawatt batteries. They're tabless batteries or some shit like that.
Man's
Part of that, isn't that part of that power wall thing he's trying to do?
Yeah, it's. I think it's also to do with it's to power these big fucking semis that he wants to put on the road. Like I think it'd be I'd be amazing if we could get fucking proper rigs that were
he's
actually
working
electric.
on them. He's got them testing on the roads. Yeah, they're Autonomous
Where's my mute?
electric vehicles, man.
Yeah, now that's the thing is this whole autonomy thing. I only say it maybe because it is my area of business.
Beat the crap
So
out of you, right?
if they were to take it away, it would be pretty shitty. But no, I just cannot see how. I think an autonomous taxi, yeah,
Holy fucking shit!
could work perfect. It would take all the taxi drivers out, which is pretty shitty. But
I hate driving, man.
much
I'd be all
needed,
for
man.
that. Fucking
Welcome
hate
to
driving.
Medicab.
uh,
Really, really.
yeah, but like, could you see how could you
Welcome to
see?
Johnny Cab.
But
Oh,
how,
holy
lads,
shit.
if you think about it, how could you get a delivery of fucking 16 pallets to a fucking building site and get them taken off if there's no driver,
You
if
could
there's nobody there
because
to
you
tell?
load that up in the back as well.
Yeah, well,
But then again,
delivery work.
what are you gonna have taken off?
Yeah, but
Who's going to
people-
be able to show you to which one? You're going to have to make sure there's so
Mate,
much in it.
have you seen the Amazon warehouses, the automated Amazon warehouses, where the robots just fly over boxes all over the place, sorting out shit?
Yeah, but there's
Yeah.
nobody fucking going to get into the way of that, is it?
GB.
They stand out of the way.
Yeah, I
You,
suppose.
you use the robotic vehicles, the autonomous vehicles for the long drives. You bring them into a depot for local delivery with drivers.
Yeah, I suppose when you look
Mm.
at it in the likes of your country, monkey, I look at it in
Yeah,
a very
yeah.
small
Oh
terms
no, yeah,
because
well,
it takes you
I'm
fucking
definitely looking at
2
I mean,
hours.
if we're going diagonally corner to corner, it's going to take you 4 or 5 days to get
Mm.
across the U.S. diagonally corner to corner.
And going autonomous for the likes of that, yeah, I think is a fucking great idea.
Yeah, but I mean, and unfortunately, see, this is where I get stuck with this with the panel of all you guys. Well, TG understands my point because Canada is even worse than we are as far as spread out goes. But I always think that everybody's got this amount of distance.
Yeah.
It's like, I went to see my mother the other day, and I basically drove from one end of England to the other to go see my mother, and I didn't even leave the state.
Mm.
It's crazy.
Yeah, Saskatchewan's
What you
fucking
mean,
huge,
Navarro?
man.
What pedestrians?
What pedestrians? What do you mean?
Yeah, no, in Vero, what do you do about the pedestrians?
When you
GB.
with the
With the
automated
autonomous
trucks.
vehicles, with the automated trucks. Yeah, but see, if they're only using them going from terminal to terminal, at that point, you're really
Most likely it's only
keeping them
coming
on the
off a
main road.
motorway system,
Yeah,
so it
mostly
wouldn't
that.
be. But that's what I was agreeing with in Vero. Like you can't, yeah, like I fucking tried to reverse a fucking 30-foot truck down fucking small little alleys, and you have these stupid fucking people, and not even kids. Like you could have fucking grown ass men and women with their heads stuck in their fucking
Mhm.
phone, and when
Yeah.
you beep at them, they look at you as if it's your fault that you have a
Well,
fucking siren going off saying, "Yeah, I'm reversing."
in the
But
Google
like,
testings on these autonomous vehicles, people found out that the autonomous vehicles will go ahead and always err to a human. They'll yield the right of way. So they found out that drivers knew this, so they would just cut in front of the autonomous vehicle and it would stop on the road. So it kind of makes them useless.
Mm.
If you have a person in a vehicle that knows this, he basically can just cut his way through traffic and everything pulls over.
yeah, you see, I don't know about this autonomy thing. We're not at a level. We're not at a full level yet.
Need that
Like you seen
5G.
this. You
5G.
seen this fucking dude over? Was it in the UK last week? He was doing fucking 110 miles an hour in a fucking 80 zone or some shit, and he's fucking out cold in his fucking car on the motorway.
God damn.
Typical.
That's
Well,
just stupidity.
Yeah, people are fucking dumb, man, and they cause a lot of accidents.
Mm.
It's gonna be
Street
interesting to see.
racing's gone up during the pandemic, apparently. Kind of on not really related topic, but anyway, I'm gonna do another dab.
Where's Cian gone, man? Cian's so quiet in the background now.
He's there.
He's doing dabs too.
You do dabs as well.
He didn't have enough coffee to talk. He's sleeping.
He's just made another one.
Ah.
Joe, I gotta have a look in my fucking mighty here.
I wanna.
What the
Oh, he's
reclaim
looking
is
really
like,
clean now.
if there's anything in here.
I don't think
Say-
he's listening, but and I don't know if he wants me to say his name, but he gave me one of our members gave me some seeds, and it's this Gold Rush. It's a tangy crossed with kosher tangy.
Cool.
And I've just jarred it up a few days ago, and I have to say it's fucking amazing, man. Like, well
Yeah.
done on the cross there.
Hmm.
It's Yeah.
Sweet.
I can't remember how to take this off.
What are you taking off?
The top. Okay, I have the top of my mighty off.
Okay.
Ooh, fucking
You know,
cleaning up my
you have
tray
this
there.
fucking.
It's full of
You have to
shit.
pull this little
Oil.
fucking click thing
No,
down,
no,
and
no,
then
no, no.
just
Just screw it back on. Put the mighty back together.
yeah,
All right. Now slide the lock back,
yeah.
and then wiggle, pull up and wiggle, and the whole top will come off.
Audio
And then
instructions on how to fix a mighty.
I've done it many times. It works for me every time. If the lock is released, it's going to be kind of glued together with the oil that's in there.
I
So
have
you're gonna
never cleaned this, and I have it a year.
Oh,
So.
you're gonna have, yeah, you got to pull a
Holy
little bit hard then. But I mean, the easiest way to do it is if it's locked on the mighty, because you got to separate what's on the bottom and what's on the top, and you want that lock slid back.
Yeah.
So
I have to
the
take
The
my
lock
little
slid
lock
toward the
right
lock
off.
slides toward the mouthpiece,
Kind
Yeah.
of crafty. That's what I've been dabbing out of. You
and
should
then
fucking get a
yeah,
dab
just
rig
wiggle
too.
it, pull up and wiggle on the whole body, and it'll come up.
So we've got some new comps over on the forum
Oh,
as well
really?
for these. If any of you guys listening are not members
Oh
of
yeah.
Purses, we've got some new comps you should come over and check out, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We got the Planet of the Month has just started. So
We
you
even
can
got
get
a
involved
thread
with
on
that.
vapor.
About it.
If you
About a
need
month.
information on those, we got all kind of stuff up there.
PursesGrowroom.com.
This is our commercial. This is our place. This is
Oh,
where
here
grow
we
our weed.
go. She's off.
There you go.
Hell, Percy'sGrowrooms.com for all your marijuana growing needs. Something like
He's at
that.
it again.
That was good. That was good. I like it. I'll take that out. But edit it into a
I'll be-
commercial.
I'll be
It
the
will
ad
be
guy.
probably on
Saturday. That's the monster truck shit.
Sunday. Percy's Grow.
Yeah, that's good. We should do that. Some fucking promos. Sunday. Yeah.
They don't do monster truck rallies in the UK, do they?
Yeah, man.
we
You
get
don't
them here
really
every
see
year.
them anymore.
Forums,
No,
Monster Jam.
forums,
Did
great.
they
Best
have
grower
it?
community and the whole simulated
Surely they've
universe.
done monster
Yes,
truck
yes.
rallies in the UK before. I mean, come on, that can't be just an American thing.
No, they have done them. They've done a few.
Yeah, but
they
it's
really
normally
take
American
on.
ones that come over.
Yeah, right.
It's
They
pissing
come
down
from up
rain
here.
over here, isn't it?
Some
all the time?
fucking grave digger action. Love grave digger, man.
It's ridiculous stuff, man.
Oh yeah, I used to watch
You
that
always
shit
need
like
to bring bringing earplugs
religiously.
in because it's so loud in those
Oh,
things.
yeah.
I mean, I've never gone in. I've stood outside of the places, and it's just so loud.
I've seen it when it came to Dublin. Jeez, so it was only a fucking nipper. So you're going back like 20, 28, 29 years ago.
It's definitely an
Yeah.
American thing. I mean, big wheels, big horsepower.
It's usually pretty cheap. So yeah, if it's ever in your fucking town, I highly recommend if you've never gone to the monster trucks. Go
Man,
check
they
'em
ain't doing shit like that anymore.
out. Not now, but I mean,
No,
No,
if we ever
there'll never be
reset
big
the
gatherings
simulation.
like that again. Not until
Whatever.
everybody's on the front line.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Man, what are they going to do with the Olympics if COVID's not got a vaccine?
It'll be cancelled.
Wow. Well, I mean, the athletes that have been training for 4 years, they could still go and compete, but you wouldn't have any crowd.
Wow.
Yeah, well, true.
Well, what do you
I know
gonna
do
do?
with the
they've done it
sports?
in
They train all
Australia,
their life
haven't
for
they?
one shot. Yeah, they train all their life for that one shot. I mean, what do? You cancel the event, or do you have it and let the athletes show up with minimal spectators? Gosh,
Well,
that's a
look, I know what they've done is pretty cool over in Australia to get the football and stuff back on. They
What's that?
have it's a virtual, so the football, the NRL is playing their matches still as normal, but people can pay say like fucking $20, and it's
Yeah.
their seats. So
That's what the
their
NBA
cutout goes of them into a seat of them
Okay.
there,
Just
and you can
big
buy. It's all
screens, right?
virtual. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all
NBA
done
does that too.
virtual.
It's pretty cool.
nice.
They could do that.
Maybe.
I know
It's
they
like
have
that
they-
Black
they've
Mirror
done it.
episode, where everybody's sitting there all virtually in the audience. That's how it's gonna be, man. That's how it's gonna be.
Did they not have an Olympics that was fucking crowdless before? No.
I wouldn't think so because they would have made money off the seats.
Yeah, no, that's what all the sports are doing. Fucking the NFL, the Denver Broncos had like all the South Park characters in one section of their crowd.
Yeah. The
virtual.
monkey shared a picture of that.
Yeah, right. That's
Yeah,
where I
that
saw
was
that.
so cool, man.
But yeah,
Actually, it was my wife that turned me on to that. She said, "Did you see this?" And I was, "Oh man, I've got to put this on." They did that. That was so cool.
yeah. I was flipping through the channels and fucking wrestling was on, and I was like, wrestling? That's kind of weird. But yeah, the wrestling, they have basically a giant fucking Zoom call with the ring right in the middle, and they're doing all their drama acting bullshit, doing body slams and stuff. Wow, there's
It's
like
real,
fucking
man.
1,000 people, yeah,
Wrestling's
sitting on
not
Zoom.
fake.
It's
Yeah,
real.
that's another good episode.
What's that?
broke
What's
his
that film?
jaw.
No, remember that
It's
film
real to me.
with Jimmy King? Remember Jimmy King? Was it Ready to Rumble? It was a fucking funny film, man. Ready
Yeah.
to Rumble. Good shit.
Oh,
Nobody
I
remember
fucking
it?
love
No,
wrestling,
no.
man.
Jimmy King.
That David Arquette was in
I
that?
don't know the name of real people.
I don't know.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's Jimmy King.
I do like wrestling.
What was the movie?
Ready to Rumble, I think it's called.
Macho Man and
I think I
fucking
have seen that.
Yeah,
Heather.
you're of my
Heather
generation.
Swanson.
You've probably seen it.
Let me Google it. Ready
Yeah.
Good
to...
man.
Rocky, yeah. Shout out to Adrian or Adrian. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the 80s movies were the best, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We watched
Your hero
a
was trying to get
80s
me
movie the other day
compensating for
with the
American
kids are trying to
trucks.
encourage them to watch these old
Yeah.
school movies, you know. And
Man, I watched.
we watched Wizard the other day. Remember that film
No.
Yeah.
No, I
Who's
really
in
don't.
that?
with Fred Savage in? Kid
The
who
Boy from the
plays
Wonder
computer games.
Years.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a good film, man.
I don't
Kids
know this.
enjoyed it. They were the best films,
I
man.
watched fucking Predator 2.
were-
I forgot
Sure.
how
Have you ever
violent that
seen-
shit is.
Bed Knobs and Broomsticks.
Oh God.
Now that is an oldie. That is
Man.
my favorite movie of all time as a kid.
I don't even remember that one that much.
Oh, that was Angela Lansbury and
Yeah.
fucking. It was about the Nazis invading fucking England. Was it down on the East Coast?
I've
Yeah, Bill
never
and
seen
Ted
that
is
film, man.
gorgeous.
I just
Man, I have to tell you, you need to watch that, and you need to watch it with your kids. It is one
God.
of the best Disney movies ever made.
oh,
Really?
Yeah. Not even the story of the thing. It's just when they go like to the island of Nabumbu.
What do
It's-
you
it's
think,
just
chat?
cool.
What do you think in the chat? There have you seen Bed Knobs and Broomsticks? Should I
No.
go and watch that, or should I be like, nah, save my time for something more important? Like,
Now,
nah,
if you want to watch one with your kids, my kids love Secondhand Lions.
I don't know what that is.
I think
it's-
I've seen that.
It is.
That
It's
is savage.
a
Even Red Eye saying,
unbelievably
watch it.
great. The movie will grab you. It'll grab you in the beginning, and you won't even have a clue where it's going. By the time it's over with, you'll want to watch it again. My kids have watched it with us so many times. It's just one of those movies. And there's a British actor in it.
You see the
Playing
super
it.
villain?
Oh, that was the one with Kevin Costner and his
No,
fucking
no.
second-hand lines.
No, Costner, no way.
Was it not
That's
Kevin
Field of
Costner?
Dreams.
No,
Remember?
Robert
Remember?
Duvall and Michael
Duvall,
Caine.
is it? Yes, that's it.
Yeah,
Robert
and Haley
Duvall.
Joel Osment.
Yo,
Yep.
let's do stoner movies, man.
Yeah, that's a good
Oof.
fucking movie.
What movies
Pineapple
are good to
Express.
watch stoned? No, not just like with stoners in them, but films.
Super
that watch while
Troopers.
No,
stoned.
no, that's just it. Those Pineapple Express was so much funnier. We watched it the
Ah.
first time not stoned, and then we went back and watched it stoned. It was way more hilarious stoned.
Harold and Kumar goes to White Castle.
Oh yeah,
Man.
oh yeah.
Oh.
I've never seen
Well,
those.
Half
Funniest-
Baked is fucking classic.
Harris picks 'em
Super
up.
Troopers. Super Troopers never gets fucking talked about as a good stoner. Well, it does
Yeah.
occasionally,
Super
but it's.
Troopers are fucking classic, man.
I love it. Like that's my whole
Yeah.
fucking childhood, high school childhood, whatever that is, teenagehood. Love that shit. Big
Pink Floyd, The
Lebowski.
Wall, of course, always Pink Floyd, The Wall.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mm.
You all seen the Pompeii concert?
Really high on
on
and
Pink
watch
Floyd,
that.
right?
Make sure you got good sound though.
Yeah, Pink
Oh.
Floyd in Pompeii, in the amphitheater in
Oh.
Pompeii. You gotta watch that. That it's not a movie, but it's fucking
No.
epic.
Who's Pink Floyd?
What?
I never really.
Who are these Pink Floyd
Are you-
people you talk about?
I know you're joking, TG. I know you're joking because you know music. So you have
Yeah,
to
I
be
can't
joking.
really. You can't
It's
keep
kinda
a
like
straight
a
face even
fake,
behind
yeah.
the fucking
Pink Floyd is
curtain.
the shit when you're a stoner. Some of their tracks are a bit shit, to be fair, like that bike
Yeah.
song. I've got a bike. What the
I
fuck
like
is
that
that?
song.
Yeah.
Fucking
What the?
hilarious.
Nah,
I
man.
fucking
I
It's
know a
weird.
mouse.
is it Pink
Has
Floyd?
a
That's the
fucking
one.
house.
What the
Doesn't belong
fuck?
in there. That doesn't
That's the
That's some
belong.
dark.
fucking
That's
acid shit, man. Or
yeah,
something.
Really.
that's what I was saying. That's the one Dark Side of the Moon that has like all the fucking sirens and
Some of that,
helicopters.
yeah.
Yeah, I listened to that, man, when I was off my nut on acid. It was fucking awesome.
I
It will
listened to
be
The
Dark Side of
Doors'
the
"L.A.
Moon.
Woman." That album
Awesome.
when I was on
Yes,
acid.
that's a great fucking album, man.
Yeah.
The
Me
Dark Side
too.
of the Moon. I listened to that one time when I was on mushrooms, and I came to the conclusion that that album was a representation of the human life experience because it starts out with the heartbeat. It goes through the different stages of like childhood anxiety where it's all chaotic and shit in the beginning, then you get into the time and
Pinky
where
and
it's
the Brain.
reflecting on your fucking life, and then at the end it ends with the heartbeat again. So
Yeah,
I don't
you're
know.
gonna
I
make
came.
money,
I was
career.
100% sure that's why they wrote that fucking album because it is a concept album, I think. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was interesting. Very interesting.
When you're in
Like this-
psychedelics, a lot of things make sense, huh?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I
in
love it.
fucking Chicago
Absolutely
backwards, and
love
you hear
it.
Satan too, though. So
Has anyone
I
ever,
tell
I've
you,
not done it. Has anyone ever tried the Wizard of Oz and Pink Floyd thing?
No, there's YouTube
No.
videos that sync it up them so you can watch it.
I don't
Like,
know.
it's
I've never
already
really
done for
taken
you.
time. I've done, I've watched both, but I've never done it together.
Yeah, apparently they sync up perfectly.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think I need the
Ooh.
perfect weed for that, though.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
I
nice.
watched that movie recently, because you watch these things when you're a kid, and you go back and watch these films again, and some of them are fucking dreadful. And Wizard of Oz is one of
Yes.
them. It's really
that's
bad.
the risk, right? You ruin the
The
fucking.
Wizard of Oz is brilliant, man.
When was the last time you
It's-
watched it, GB?
About 5 years ago.
Yeah, watch it again, man. You're older since. Watch it again.
Well, I watched it. I was
You'd be like,
extremely stoned. I was watching.
Mackie was right, man. That film's shit. And
Nah,
they've
but
taken that
fucking I've
scene
watched
out
it
where the guy
hundreds
was
of
hanging in
times,
the
man.
tree.
Mackie was wrong. That film is the shit.
Yeah.
Just take some acid. It'll be fucking sweet. You'll love it.
That's right. Yeah, put a little Pink Floyd on in the background at the same time. You'll love it.
What's
Yeah.
the end
Yellow
on it
brick
again?
road.
Is he in
How
sync?
about
Yellow brick
fucking
road.
Strange Wilderness? You guys watch Strange Wilderness?
No,
I've
Strange
seen it, but I
Wilderness,
haven't
no.
watched it in a long time.
Oh, you need to watch. Strange Wilderness is like a Happy Madison production with Steve Zahn and Justin Long, and it's
Right.
it's all like the when Adam Sandler, all the kind of the other characters in his movies, kind of thing. But it's a fucking epic show. It's about dipshit Steve Zahn. He's a really shitty nature host guy that hosts a show, and he's jealous of this other guy. So they go on a Bigfoot adventure, but it's fucking definitely worth watching. If you like Super Troopers and that kind of shit,
I've
check
seen
out
it.
Strange Wilderness.
What's- Strange.
Yeah,
Wilderness.
Strange Wilderness. He was
Yeah, it's really funny.
he was part of the losing show in the ratings, right? Strange Wilderness. It was like the show was going down or something like that. and
Yeah.
So,
And he needed
I
to
don't know.
boost the ratings to get.
Man, stoner,
like
man. You hit a memory right there and pop the memory cap.
Yeah, it's so funny. One of my favorite. Or Grandma's Boy. Fucking Grandma's Boy. Anybody seen that shit? That's another.
I have. It's been a long
Oh.
time, but I've seen it.
Yeah.
Watching Norvit the other day. You know that film? Eddie Murphy?
It's
Norvit?
been a while.
Norbit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheech and
Yeah,
Chong.
geez,
Yeah, we
that's a
didn't
long
mention
time.
Cheech and Chong because, well, we
Cheech, of
have you,
course.
Tommy.
Yeah. Well, that's a given. I mean, fucking
Yeah.
next movie and Nice Dreams and Up in
Yep.
Smoke, of course. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, those are.
Well, that's that. In fairness,
What
any
about
of
a
the Cheech and
movie
Chong
or
movies.
sitcom you are embarrassed to have liked? Oh, that's a good question. I like that. You know what I used to like when I was a kid? It was on the Disney Channel, like late at night. Touched by an Angel. You know that TV show? Oh my
I
God.
used to like Touch Phone Angels.
Yeah, I used to like that shit, but now I'm like an
Um,
atheist and shit, and I'm like, oh god, man.
Touched.
You go
Yeah.
back and watch that shit and hear that Monica chick. I still remember her name and everything. Her name, and Monica and Tessa. You hear talking about
I used to
God,
watch
and it's like,
too.
oh god, man, this shit's so cheesy, so cheesy. No wonder I'm lactose intolerant now. What the fuck?
Orange County Choppers.
Oh, that was good TV. I like Orange County Choppers. That was good
Yeah,
shit.
those-
CC.
Oh,
man.
that was
Monster
ridiculous.
Garage and shit,
Yeah.
where they fucking scream at each other and then get the
What
truck
about
guns
I used to
every
like
time.
Frasier.
Exhibit? Remember that Pimp My Ride?
Frasier?
Remember that?
Yeah,
Frasier
Frasier
is
was fucking brilliant, man.
Frasier's fucking hilarious, man.
Yeah.
That's one of the best sitcoms ever, up there with Seinfeld and like all of them.
Ah,
Frasier's
fucking
I love Frasier.
I
Yo.
just never liked
Yeah,
Seinfeld. I can't
What
stand that man.
what about
No,
Quantum Leap?
no, but you have Seinfeld's so full of all these little inside jokes from different episodes. If you don't know it from the beginning, you miss almost everything.
Yeah.
Quantum Leap, man. Quantum Leap. What about that?
yeah.
Remember that?
Saved by the
Quantum Leap
Bell.
was a
Of
Quantum
good
course,
Leap
Saved
was
by
show.
the
pretty good,
Bell.
yeah.
Zach and fucking all the I don't know the rest of them, but that show you should go back and watch Saved by the Bell. It's pretty funny. There's a fucking guy on Twitter that like analyzes them, and it's like one of the most
Yeah.
racist, sexist, just awful fucking shows that they just some of the shit that they do back in the 90s, I guess. And like another example, I've recently come to just absolutely fucking love the show Married with Children. I watch it
Oh
like
yeah.
every
Oh,
fucking
I
night
like
now.
that
Yeah.
show.
Oh, it's so funny. It's so like brutal, but it's fucking hilarious.
It's
Ah,
crazy.
that was good.
It
Yeah.
is.
Um,
Yo,
But
remember Lost?
all the women seem to don't like it when I tell them I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, you
I
just
know.
think it's bad for you. Yeah, you think you got it bad.
It's so
Lost,
fucking
man. What a
stupid.
fucking shit TV show. Fucking piece of
No, I
shit.
thought Lost was
Lost.
good.
It
for
was,
the
man, for the
first
first few
two,
seasons.
3
First
seasons.
Yes.
2 seasons, I'll get them. Third one was kind of getting shaky, but yeah,
Yeah,
man, when they started
after that.
stretching it,
Motherfuckers.
and like I said,
What
the
about
ending,
Game
it's like,
of
yeah, well,
Thrones?
good grief, it was all a dream, a terrible, terrible dream. Let's move on. Like,
That Game of Thrones. Who fucking thinks it was the shittest last
Yeah,
season?
Yeah,
I
rushed the
never
whole
watched
thing,
the
man.
shit.
We
It
spent 6
was-
seasons building up to the fucking Battle of the Night Walkers and shit, and it just got done in like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
You know?
is what the fuck?
But I think the biggest disappointment was where they just
cost money to make that
burnt down
scene.
the fucking city so quickly in the end. It could have been so much better. It's like everything was just wrapped up in 40 fucking minutes, man. And we waited too long for that. I didn't like the way it ended, but that's the way it is. I didn't pay to watch a TV show. It was free. I can't really complain.
Yes, you can.
Nah.
Complain all you want.
Yeah,
You
no.
can complain.
If you when you engross yourself so much into a franchise,
Yeah.
it's the same as like fucking if they were to turn around and fucking redo fucking say Star Trek: The Next Generation, and they have a Picard, but they give him with long flowing locks and fucking make him fucking Asian. That would be just fucking wrong, you know. So yeah, no, people do you get invested in your fucking shows.
Mm.
What
You know?
about
So you can't be fucking about with things. Sorry.
did you ever
rant
guys
over.
did you ever watch Witcher on Netflix? Anybody
No,
watch
but I
Witcher?
have it saved on my list to watch.
I fucking like that show.
What's that? That's got to be ZN coming to life there.
Yeah.
ZN, you're crackling pretty bad there. Whoa, whoa.
Oh,
Whoa.
bet Zian, he's really getting it tonight, isn't he?
Hello? Is he gone?
Hello.
Hello?
Electrical storm. Or however that song goes. You too?
Wow,
Anybody?
that must be
No.
good.
Don't know that one. Is that free album they fucking pushed onto everybody on their phones?
No, not that one. That's an older.
What was that? The U2 one?
Yeah, YouTube,
Yeah.
and they pushed that album
Yeah.
on everybody.
Yeah, I
You
don't
want
have.
this
I can't
shit?
speak Polish in Vero.
I was in his house
on.
last week.
I'm
2
Canadian.
weeks
I
ago.
only speak French, right? Je m'appelle Temple Grower.
Je habite Saskatchewan.
Oui. What about fucking Pawn Stars? Anybody get into like the Pawn
Yeah, I
Stars?
like
or
that
Used
shit.
to,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
They got a little bit too Hollywood for it.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
But like all that, what's the Storage Wars? Like fucking
I watched the
Yeah.
storage.
Canadian Pickers,
Has anyone ever done the
American
tour
Pickers.
where you do in Vegas, where you go to see the Pawn Stars and then up to the Toy Shack and then up to American Restoration and then
no,
on the
no.
Count's Customs? I done it. It was fucking deadly. We met Chumley. We met everybody that's in the fucking Pawn Stars. They were all there working. It's
Sweet.
where I got the coin, Mackie.
Oh, cool.
Do you remember the one I showed you the other night?
Yeah, yeah.
I wasn't gonna pay to go
Chili
into a
coin.
pawn shop. That was ridiculous. No way, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
I
no,
used
it
to
was
watch
only like
Storage Wars.
$50. It was the whole day, and you went off on a fucking
No, but
in
I'm
the
not.
van.
No, even to go into that pawn shop, sometimes they just charge you even to walk in the door because they're famous. You know, it's like, nope, I'm
Yeah,
not. I'm not paying to go into a pawn shop. I can go into a
Co-
pawn shop anywhere.
but if you're
Cover
they only
charge.
charge they
Really?
charge you a cover charge. In fairness, when you think about it, if you're only going in to have a look, if you're going in to actually buy something or to sell something, you're not charged because you're already a customer.
Uh-huh.
You
But
know, that's fair. Fair is fair. Otherwise, you're gonna have fucking dickheads all day running up, going, "Ugh,"
how they
you
gonna
know.
go? They-
Yeah, just take your
I
shoes off, man. I
do it.
mean, it's just have
I
these
do
shoes. You know,
it. Really?
you
How
get it
much
for
for these
free.
shoes? Yeah, walk in there with walk with a dirty sock, walk to the counter. How much you give me for the sock? They won't charge to go in at least.
True.
Save
Yeah, you
money.
get a system some way.
Always on the hustle.
Yeah, got to do it.
I'm trying to sell this watch.
That's how
That
you get
is a
rich. I mean,
piece
I,
of
that's
I watch a
plastic.
lot of YouTube shit, man, and I like the Mr. Beast channel lately. I've been watching him a lot. You know, Mr.
Mr.
Beast.
Mr.
Mr. Beast, man.
I
Mr.
know.
Beast
Mr. Bean
I
6000.
like
was
Mr.
Bean
Bean.
cool.
is fucking epic
Mr.
too.
Beast
Mr.
is the
Bean.
man.
Bean is cool, man. I like
Mm,
Bean.
What,
Yeah.
Mr. Bean?
yeah,
Yes.
Mr. Bean.
Bean is epic.
I still watch him on a fucking monthly basis, at least a few times. The
I
fucking one where he's in the classroom and he studies fucking calculus and then figures out the trigonometry shits on the other side and he's bragging to that dude with the pens and oh, there's so many fucking good episodes, man. It's like
So
oh,
I
so
love
funny.
I love the one where he's in the restaurant and he orders the
The,
fucking
the beef.
the steak tartare.
Yeah. He fucking hates it. Oh,
and,
that's
and the wine. Fucking.
oh, that's so good. Every episode is fucking good. Like they're he's such a unique fucking comedian and it's such like lame just basic not basic humor but like very very G-rated but it's so fucking well done and it's so hilarious that
But
like
it's because it's so corny
yeah
and because it's
yeah
so basic, because it's all facial expression.
yeah
Like,
he goes down to the
there
beach
is
and but he's blind and he tries to fucking change
What about Bottom? You ever
his
watch
fucking
Bottom?
pants.
yeah, Bottom was good.
Yeah.
No, never saw that one.
No, that's
Not the
That was a
9
good
o'clock
show. That was an
news.
old fucking,
what was that, Ian?
an old British.
Not the 9 o'clock news.
I never watched
Never
that
got into that.
Ah, yeah, fucking youngins.
one. Here he goes again.
Look up, not the 9 o'clock news.
when I was a young boy,
No, listen to him
They're
talking.
whippersnappers.
Still good, man. Jockey. I saw some of that. One of the members, he doesn't come around too much. Scottish Mac told me to get on Still
Oh,
Game
Still
and I
Game's
watched
wicked.
some of that. It's
Well-
pretty funny, I have to
Oh,
say.
so good.
I haven't seen Still Game.
Yeah, it's a Scottish show. It's fucking hilarious.
And it's about right as well. It's so right. I know a couple of people around that age that live in that kind of area, and it's so fucking right. Especially the geezer in the shop. Oh no.
Oh, man. Yeah, lots of good shit out there. Lots of good Canadian shows. Anybody's in the Canadian shows? Red Green Show. Fucking.
I've watched some of that before.
Yeah, it's like the parody handyman show where he fixes everything with duct tape
Yeah.
and
Oh,
women
man,
don't
look,
find you handy,
I caught
women don't
something
find you
on
handsome.
Netflix. Canada's worst handyman.
Oh yeah, that's just a reality show.
It is,
It's-
man. They got these people who absolutely couldn't do anything. These people couldn't hang a picture on a wall, and they're going to go do home renovations. And you got to watch these people renovate a bathroom with a sledgehammer.
I've seen them.
Ricky.
I've been out after
Boys.
them.
It's crazy.
How about Trailer Park Boys? Actually, speaking of Canadian shows, I
I
know
was
I
gonna
like
say
that shit.
Kim's Convenience. I think that's
That's-
very funny.
It's a good one. Schitt's Creek has actually been getting
Schitt's.
a ton of fucking.
That is not bad.
recognition.
I've
It's-
been watch. I'm up
it's
to
funny.
or season 4, I think, on it.
Yeah, classic shit, man.
Has anybody tried
That's delicious.
So Cool's Lord Licorice? That looks fucking super
Oh,
cool, man.
I tried
It
it.
is like the purplest fucking shit I've ever seen.
Wants to be having licorice in the taste though, because that's a big fucking what's it? That is. I love licorice.
Licorice, yeah. There's a strain around in Canada, Western Canada. I think it's clone only. It's called Jaeger. It's named, I
There, I
think,
have
after
it in
Jägermeister.
I
It
have it in the
tastes just
Zoom
like
there.
fucking licorice. It's fucked.
Mmm.
Yeah.
Popular.
Yeah, Subcool, man, you can't go wrong. His stuff is so like fucking dialed in. Yeah, his like Chernobyl. I'm sure everybody's heard of Chernobyl. That's one of the most famous. Um,
Chernobyl.
yeah, like Quirkle with a Q,
Mhm.
Kush with a Q, Jack the Ripper. Like, yeah,
Oh
good shit, man.
fuck! Here we are.
I've just
Like I
put
said,
loads
I'll
of
this
have
gold
stickers on
rush
my
stuff.
rolling tray.
Mm.
Super cool.
This is like creamy orange, like orange cream, cream soda kind of shit. But if it was orange flavored, if anybody's ever had that, which it
Orange
doesn't
flavored
exist.
cream soda.
I don't. Yeah.
Like a
Well,
dreamsicle thing, yeah.
yeah. Like yeah, exactly like that. That's what this fucking gold rush tastes like. Mm.
Nice.
Dreamsicle.
Why
Those
are
are
you
good.
always talking about cannabis, man?
Because we're smoking it.
This is a cannabis podcast.
It's legal, man. It's
Yeah.
legal in Canada. I don't have to care
You
anymore.
can't hear this?
What was that?
Rattle
Is
of the
that what the
bong.
fuck was that?
Yeah, yeah.
Rattle of the
Bob.
bong. Pulling the bong
Don't give
stem.
Agent
clues.
Orange.
Don't give clues.
Pretty sure.
Monkey, I'm just joining you, man. I'm packing up my fucking bong as we speak.
Man, I need to get a bong. You all hit bongs off, and I don't hit bongs.
Ah,
I like
bong
Favorite
smoking.
is
ways lately is the water is a vape bong. Put the water attachment on it, man. It really is smooth. I like that.
Yeah.
People give bongs a lot of shit because it's like, oh, I don't need to smoke that much at once. It's like, well, just pack half the bowl then, you fucking guy.
Well, my vape holds probably a fourth of what my pipe holds, so it doesn't really take much weed. But you hit it a few times, and I mean, you're not smoking that much, really. You're just enjoying it.
Yeah.
Well, I look at it.
I have
I'd
about
buy a big bowl because I fucking love big bowls, but
because you're a
If I want to
beast.
smoke a big bowl, I'll
Yeah,
smoke a big bowl.
you going for
Yeah,
that fucking
exactly. Well,
£2,000 record?
Really?
well,
Will
my
I really die at 1,500 pounds?
We'll
logic
see about
is
that.
like, yeah, I can't overpack a bowl, but you can underpack it. So yeah.
Better to have too much than not enough.
I don't know. I don't know. Bob was Agent Orange, one of Subcools. Was it?
Yeah,
not?
I'm just.
Isn't it?
It was, yeah, for sure
Yeah.
it was.
That's
I'm
the
just
one.
looking at his
I know.
history.
I know. Keno fucking raves about his
Keno
Agent
loves
Orange
it
all
with
the time.
orange. His
Yeah.
diaries were pretty good on that, man.
Cheese Quake is another popular. Cherry Cordial, Cherry Gasm.
Cherry Cordial is nice, from what I've
Conspiracy.
heard.
Oh, Conspiracy Kush is his. I did not know that.
So
Very
many
interesting.
strains out there.
We just had a new micro producer here in Canada go online, and his first offering is Conspiracy Kush. So that's very interesting. Yep. Yeah, Doggone Sour. Fuck yeah, great.
Every
Great
time y'all
lime.
talk about this stuff makes me want to go on and put a seed order in, but then I go in and look at my seed stash, going like, I can't buy any of this crap,
Yeah,
man. I got
no.
No.
I'm looking at these Roswell seeds from So Cool, and I think I'm just going to order them. Yes, I think I am.
What site is that on?
On the I stuck a link into them there on the Zoom.
Into the
So
zoo.
Yeah.
you're going for the Lord Licorice then?
The Lord.
Oh, the Lord Licorice. Yeah.
No, they don't have the Lord Licorice. It's if you scroll up a small bit, it's Roswell.
Oh, I see. Yep.
That, didn't you?
Yeah.
That picture looks like it's taken under blurple lights, man.
It's a fucking freaky. That's the
That's
only reason
no
why
way
I'm
in the
looking
world
at it. Going, that's
trichomes are
cool.
pink like that. That's not
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah, that's my favorite. Fucking people taking pictures and photoshopping or.
No,
It's like,
no, it's fine.
no.
If you
Strange,
look at
but-
the what's it, Pinot Rita, that is some
Sounds very
fucking.
I'm not really impressed with that picture. It's a close up of the very tip of a cola. That's all I'm seeing, and it's under the wrong light. But I mean, it might be a great strain, but I don't like the photo.
Ripped Bubba, man. You gotta get some of that shit if you ever come across it.
I see
Ripped
what you mean.
Bubba.
Ripped Bubba.
Cool.
Hmm.
So many
Computer
fucking
is
strains
so
out there,
fucking
man.
slow.
Yeah.
Just grow everything. Grow what you can. You know? Everything's gonna be all right.
Come to
Okay.
purse season, you'll potentially get some free fucking wicked deadly seeds to grow.
Yeah, some nice seeds going out
Yeah,
this month.
we got all
Also,
kinds
Blackberry
of
Yeah.
Kush.
clumps up there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
But
if anybody
yeah,
isn't
if you
there
enter the
already.
plant of the month, you got a chance to win seeds. And if you vote, even if you just vote for plant of the month, you get entered in the second drawing. That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah,
Double
want
double
to try and
chance.
encourage them votes in there, man. Get people to vote. Get
Absolutely.
Pretty
people
sweet.
to enter. We want to see
That's-
more entries. You know, even
That's
if
mean,
it's
fucking
And we
easy
have
too.
vote of the month as
How
well,
hard
guys.
could
Don't
that be?
forget.
yeah,
Enter
vote
a
of the month.
comp by voting for somebody, anybody, but you're entered.
You don't even have to tag two friends and like and follow bullshit. You just
Hell
vote.
no.
That's fucking
No.
Just
sweet.
vote. That's all you got to do. We made that easy.
Share
Man.
this page. Share this page, and then like and share. Well, it's like we want the seeds to go out to people who need them. You shouldn't
Yeah.
be paying for seeds if you're a Percy grower.
Right. Well, I mean,
No.
they have a chance to win them. Ram.
That's it. We need to do more comps. It's just it takes a lot of time to run them in the background. You know, writing out all the posts, setting up the rules, deciding what the prizes are going to be, taking the pictures, editing them. It takes a lot of
course.
work to set up a competition and then to keep it running as
shipping.
well.
And shipping everything out. That's
And shipping everything out. That's a pain in the ass as well.
Oh fuck.
we're
me,
worldwide.
man.
We're worldwide. You know, we got to go anywhere. You never know where seeds are going to.
Yeah, fucking expensive to ship, man.
Yeah.
But that's not their problem. They enter. We worry about.
Yeah. No, I sent seeds all over the place. Fucking Sweden, fucking down South America, I think. Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
It's like when Cody won the Jorge Cervantes book. It cost me 30 quid to send it to him. You know, I could have just bought a new one on Amazon and fucking sent it to him directly.
Yeah.
Sometimes we need to work
It would have been
smarter,
cheaper.
not harder.
But I was there at the post office then. I was like, yeah, fuck it. Go.
Yeah.
It's a deadly prize, though.
Yeah, it's a quality book.
You know, I ship things. You too, GB. You ship things
Yeah.
all the time, and it costs money to ship. You just got, that's just the way it is.
But you
can't
see,
fight it.
if you
It's
know you,
business, man. It is what it
yeah,
is.
Yeah.
if you know how to fucking do it right as well, but you can.
Yeah,
do
you
it
got to
cheap.
keep it below 2 kilos, man. Keep it below 2
Yeah.
kilos. And that was the
That was
problem with the Jorge Cervantes book. I think it weighed more than that.
Mm.
Could have took a few pages out.
Yeah,
Just
I
send it
like
to him in 2 pieces. There's part 1. Win prize number 2 to get the
part,
second
part one
half.
came 15 quid postage. Part 2 came 15 quid postage.
That's right. And then send him a roll of duct tape after that to fix it.
I mean, there you go, mate. It's just as good.
Yeah, no problem.
He's got a new book coming out soon. Did he say? Jorge
Yeah.
Cervantes.
Yeah.
He's doing a new marijuana horticulture book, I think, or an updated version of it, I believe.
I was
Either way,
stoned during the interview,
looking
so I
forward.
forget easily.
Yeah,
No.
it's the horticulture one because he's got two. He's got a bunch of books, but there's like the main lines, I guess, the Cannabis Encyclopedia and this Grow Bible, but then the marijuana horticulture.
So
I think
many
that's what he
people
said.
Putting books
Either
out
way,
these
keep your eyes and ears open. It's gonna be good. Jorge Cervantes. He's a fucking OG.
It's
He's
one
where I
thing that
took
did happen
most
with
of my
COVID, man. A lot of people started growing. Books were selling. Grow
Yeah, man.
supplies are selling. Everything's been selling.
Yeah, he started off a lot of people, man. He started me off way back in the day.
Me too, man.
He was the only one
It's like
around back in the day.
I say
Well,
about 70% of my best practices that I put in practice now are derived from his shit. So for sure. And then everybody else that I've ever taught how to grow too. So it's like a big fucking chain reaction.
Richard D said last time I got some seeds from the States, they got held by customs and I lost out. Bastards. How did they find out that shit's in there, man?
I don't know. I know fucking TG sent me seeds a couple of months ago and they still haven't got here.
Really? Damn.
Yeah.
What country was it going to, Richard?
They've
From the
all got fucking X-ray scanners
Let me
now,
know.
innit? So they X-ray all the packages. They know what's in them.
Well,
Bastards.
the fucking
We see-
volume, man. Like they're X-raying every package. Like,
Yeah, it's
Where
all
isn't
conveyor
there
belt. They don't have to do shit.
Jesus.
Wasn't there a big fucking thing going around where they were saying not to, there was anonymous seeds, all different types of seeds being
Yeah.
sent to people
was here,
fucking
man.
all
We
in,
got
in the UK, in Ireland, fucking
got a bunch of
everywhere.
That's
Yeah.
these Chinese ones, wasn't it?
All this mad shit coming from China. So
Yeah.
very easily, if you have seeds that are going, they could just, especially if you're getting seeds sent to you, and if they're coming in you know, the discreet packaging, the way they could be seeds stuck to a fucking DVD and being sent. If they come through the post and if they open them and they look and they go, oh, that's fucking dodge. Where's the packaging? Where's the fucking thing? We don't know what that is. Of course, they're gonna destroy them.
Well, a lot of places like Australia, they don't like foreign organic matter coming into the country.
Yeah.
No,
So
they
they
is
can't.
so fucking.
There's special import shit in every country. You can't just bring other seeds in because of
Well,
you know
endanger the
invasive.
flipping natural
Yeah.
shit of
Yeah,
the,
it's your
the,
down
the
the
area,
natural
don't you?
fauna.
That's the one.
Exactly.
No, that wasn't the one, but that'll do.
Which is kind of still like with cannabis, obviously it's different because cannabis isn't exactly like it's natural, but it's not like if it gets out, it's gonna fucking spread everywhere. But it is a seed effectively at the same time, and as such, probably you can't really not group it in unless
Wouldn't it
there's some
be?
exception made in the future. Who knows? That'd be cool.
Wouldn't it?
But
Wouldn't it be great if we like you were just walking down the street and it was just growing like the weeds that you see growing on the fucking on the roadside?
Would
Just
we be here
fucking
doing
plants.
this though? If it was.
No, I'd be out walking down the road, fucking collecting me fucking
No,
weed.
but you know, would we be doing this higher on homegrown podcast if it was like that? I don't
Yeah,
think we
because you
would.
see, it mightn't be like that
The whole world
everywhere
would
in
be
the world.
stoned.
Well, I mean, that's not going to be the high quality stuff you're going to be growing
Yeah.
on the side of the road, though. I mean, there are
Yeah, no,
places
it's
in
only
the
gonna be like
states
bush
that
weed.
that does grow like that, actually.
Yeah, we just keep smoking more.
There's
of it, though,
there's
don't we?
old remnants of hemp plants and bag seed in Nebraska and whatnot that you'll see blooming at times of the year.
they call it ditchweed.
Yep.
This route,
Just like wild.
Yeah, it's wild. It's illegal.
Non-domesticated.
It's illegal to go pick it. I mean, but you know, people
It's
stop
so
and take
fucking
photographs
stupid,
with
right?
it and
It's
stuff.
stupid. Don't you pick that
So-
flower, you'll be arrested.
Yeah, you can
I
go
mean,
look
like-
Did you
at it.
just pick that flower, boy?
Oh, fucking dumb, right?
Oh,
you
that's
know, you might see a
ass,
police
Richard.
officer parked
Hey,
over there.
85 fucking nicker.
What seeds was he getting? Some
They
special
were
shit.
from fucking Colorado. Were they cookies?
Photos, autos.
It's like there's lots of good breeders in Colorado now.
Yeah, a lot of seed banks in Colorado. Colorado's a pretty big weed mecca.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot going on in Colorado for weed. A lot of weed tourism.
See you
Yeah.
later.
People
shout
now,
outs.
now Vegas is picking up a lot of it, but you used to have a lot of bachelor parties and bachelorette parties that be going in. And it was funny because these tour buses that they'd had go riding around Colorado, they would allow the bachelor parties, but they wouldn't allow the bachelorettes. The girls get
Sexist.
too wild.
Hmm.
They said the girls get too
Maybe they
wild.
didn't want to
couldn't
let the girls out their face wandering around the city. 'Cause they'd be coming back into the police station later on moaning that this happened and that happened and that happened.
World's a dangerous place, man. It's scary that people get that intoxicated and walk the streets.
Well,
Yeah.
you see them though. I mean, look at the flipping nightclubs and the pubs kicking out. There's
We
women falling over flipping curbs. Oh, there's blokes doing it as well, but you know.
Yeah.
we have
Well,
all been that fucking
to,
fallen soldier.
Not
Of
me.
course.
Have you not? I've been that
Many
fucking
times,
fallen
yeah.
soldier many a time that's been fucking pissed and doesn't know where he is.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I've gone
there
for
was this
fucking-
one time, but only one time. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, no. I have. Yeah, you've seen. I showed you the video of me fucking.
Oh, yeah.
doing it. You know, come on, man. You know?
I'm gonna
That
get that
was
video.
just-
I'm gonna download it. I'm gonna blur out your face. And I'm gonna share it on Percy's network. And I'm gonna make a little
Yeah.
tune out of it. You know, when people.
Bummer.
Another
make
one
a
bites
gif out
Tell
of
you
it.
what it is.
It'll
Is,
be a loading GIF on the Percy's homepage.
Yeah, no, it was. I was fucking out of my nut and pissed, and fucking decided to try and flip through the door
We have a
frame
question.
like
there.
to hang. Yeah, and bang, fell like fucking 3-4 foot and landed on my face.
But
That's
it
about
looked
6
so good
foot,
in your
man.
mind. It was going to work so perfect.
Oh yeah, I thought he was in the Matrix for a second.
Yeah, I thought it was
Mindset.
cool. It was nearly worked as well for a second until
No,
I
it
see my
didn't, mate.
fingers
No, it
hit
didn't.
you.
I've
know
seen
what
the
happened?
video. It was nowhere near working.
Ah, it nearly worked. Nearly
You forgot
worked.
one fact in the Matrix. There is no gravity. There is no gravity. There is no
Yeah.
gravity.
There is no
Apparently
door
it's called
frame.
buoyancy.
Really, there is no door frame. There is no gravity.
No, that's Beyonce. She's a singer. Different.
What?
Buoyancy.
Apparently so. This is what it's called.
Anyway, we
What
got
do
a
you
question
think of
Same
from
space
anyway.
buckets for growing?
Lucas in the chat. What do you think of space buckets for growing? I've never
What are
used them.
space buckets?
I don't know what a space bucket
I
is.
haven't used a
Oh,
space
it's like
bucket.
a 5-gallon bucket that you basically put lights and a fan in, and you grow in. You
Oh,
basically
grow in a
put the
bucket.
pot in the bottom of it. You stack one bucket on top of another. It's got like a little UFO dome light and some LED strip lights around it. Basically, the idea.
Stealth grow.
It's a
In,
stealth
in,
It's
in
the
a
whole
pile
thing's
of buckets
contained
in the
in a
corner
thing.
of the kitchen.
single plant stealth grow. Personally, I'd rather have a tent. I can get
Yeah.
in there and do my thing. But I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
I've heard that you can get a 2 ounce yield on a space bucket if you do it right.
No
And I
way.
guess if that's all the space you got,
But fucking, is 2 ounces really worth the fucking hassle?
well,
Yeah, well, it's got.
You know, if you don't
People.
have
it's
to
two
do
couple
it,
ounces
hundred
more
quid,
than you
man.
saves
had
you a couple of
before,
flipping
kind of thing,
100
you know.
quid.
But I mean, I don't know. But growing in a 5-gallon bucket, you're gonna have to be growing real small plants.
Yeah, they want to
There's
be
a
very
man that's
small.
growing in cups and shit.
But I mean, you can also do that kind of thing also in like a garbage can or you know a waste bin, what everybody else would call it, I guess.
Oh,
Some
hang on
people
now.
do
I
it in
was looking at
PC
this
tower,
fucking
man.
tiny.
Anything, yeah, you can stealth grow anywhere. An old refrigerator is actually a pretty good thing. If you got one like in a garage or something like that, you can actually gut it and make a grow
Yeah.
chamber out of an old fridge. That's
I
an
made
old
one.
Babies in a fridge.
thing.
I used a dresser. I think I posted a
That's
thread up
another
on
one.
Percy's
Yeah.
budget
Armoire
fucking.
dresser's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
IKEA wardrobes.
Very true, and Vero 2 ounces is
But
very
anyway,
low
space
ounces.
buckets, yeah, it's I don't know. I wouldn't want to do it, but yeah, if that's what you want to go for it. There's a lot of sites out there.
Mm.
Oh yeah, wheelie bin would be a good idea.
Yeah.
It'd be big.
I like my tent. I'm actually, I mean, I'm wishing I could stretch the tent now. The plants are getting too big. Even the autos.
You can buy them
Now that
things
you
that
are
push
talking,
out the
you
size.
just
Like Mackie always says, first world
EIG.
problem, right? Plants are getting too big.
They have
What
too
we're
much
talking about.
weed.
Too much
Fucking
weed. I can't
tents.
smoke it. First world problem.
No.
Yeah, my jars are fucking brimming
Smoke some
now
more.
too.
Grow
Went from
tent.
barely any to a lot, and it's like feels good. Less stressed now. I'm so excited for this fucking Species 8472. I wish you guys could be here to have some, because like I know I rant and rage and rave about whatever and stuff, but I mean, objectively, it, yeah, you know, and but this does really smell fucking good. It smells like a really, I don't know what the word is, but like some really like high maintenance type of girl's perfume, like you would you know, the popular kid in school or some shit like that has the best fucking brand of perfume. It's always like very pungent. Like I guess that's not really a good descriptor because all perfumes smell different, but it's like a very sharp berry kind of thing. But it reminds me a lot of like, you know, preteen perfume, whatever the fuck that means, but mixed with pepper at the same time. It's really fucking interesting and just covered. But I wish you guys could fucking actually smell it, because like I say, that's a pretty shit description.
I don't know exactly what you mean, mate.
Like Britney Spears perfume or Jennifer Lopez, or you know, some Walmart shit that's like
Last time I was
really
around
just
Britney Spears and Jennifer Lopez, I forgot the smell, so I really don't know.
Yeah.
You got
But
the
I
Corona.
think Twisted said that was his favorite strain of yours was 8472. So
Yeah, he had some amazing luck by the looks of those picks. So,
Mhm.
um,
anxious to
yeah.
give your stuff a run next time around. I've got one run right now in it. Then I got to get the Percy's in the other tent, the Seedsman grow off, and
Oh,
then
yes.
yours is going in.
Yeah.
LA Peyote Kush grow off starts soon.
Pretty stoked about that.
Man, tell you
Nice.
what, we've got some pretty good diary writers, though. It's going to be a tough
Yeah, it's gonna be a
competition.
nice one.
Have you seen some of those
Yeah,
new
man.
members? The way they write those diaries are pretty slick.
It's gonna be nice.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I think somebody's going to give Mackie a run for his money this time.
I'm not in there this time.
You're not running this
No,
time?
I'm taking a break, man. I'm taking a break.
Oh man,
Yeah.
we can't beat the master, the legend.
I am not the master, man. I'm just some
Well, everybody
guy.
calls you the legend.
Just
Everybody
yeah.
calls you the legend.
That's
Well,
just
what I
their
said at the-
opinion, man.
Found my new tent.
I didn't tell anybody at the start, but I said that if I lose, it's because this is rigged, not because I lost.
That's right. And if
That's
you
the
do,
only. That's
but the thing is, if you do
The
lose, are you
Trump
willing to
school
accept the
of
win?
comps.
Yeah,
Gracefully?
exactly.
Are you gonna leave office?
Yeah.
Oh no,
No.
that's the wrong one. Wrong debate. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, I
Uh,
don't think we discussed that yet. But that shit that some of that shit that Donald Trump said during that debate is very fucking scary. I think
It is scary.
heading
I mean,
towards
what do you want me to say? That it scares the crap out of me. I live
He's
in
a
it.
fucking wackadoodle. That's
it's
what he
I
is.
think
quite
a
the
lot of
debate.
people in this country know he's
Lads,
a
I'll be
white.
back in a sec.
no, just this when this says can you condemn white nationalism, and he didn't.
And white supremacy, right? And
Wow.
he would not condemn white supremacists. He made him name one group by name. Now there's many groups, so they named the one, but he didn't even actually
Yeah.
condemn it.
No, he didn't. He
He
said,
said
what is it?
stand
Stand back and
down,
stand by, or
yeah,
whatever the fuck
stand
it
down,
was.
stand by.
Fucking guy.
So it's like, yeah, okay, well, that's fine. But you just basically made a
Scary.
threat. That's a threat. It is what it is. Personally, I mean, I
Talking
hate to say
about,
it,
he's got this many judges on his
scares the
side, all
crap
the
out of me.
law enforcement's on his side. It's like, damn, this is scary talk, man.
This is the
And
rest of the
How
world
many?
saying this to the U.S. too. They're looking at it. It's not
mm,
just the U.S. saying this. Everybody's saying this.
When is the election? Of the third, right? So
We had said
3rd of
basically this
November.
month,
Yeah.
4 weeks.
It'll be 4 weeks and a few days. It'll be on a Tuesday. Always on a
Oh,
Tuesday in the
should we
U.S.
do a live stream? Should we do a live stream? Watch
don't
it
know.
live. Watch party. I don't think we should.
We'll do it
Because,
You really want to hear me freaking out all
you know,
night, man?
you geez, I'll be freaking out. I don't even live in America, man, and I'm just still be
Well, the
freaking
thing
out.
is,
Like, oh
though,
my god, Trump's winning.
yeah,
Oh
by
my
the time
god,
the polls close here, I mean, it'll be morning over there. By the time everything closes
mate,
here.
I stayed up to watch Joe Biden and fucking Donald Trump having
I
a
know.
discussion
I watched it
until
too.
4 in the
Yeah,
morning. So I'm willing to
that's
stay up and watch that fucking election.
that was a scary debate. Do you call it? It was more of a shouting, and it
Mhm.
wasn't a shouting match. It was Trump shouting at everybody. That was the weird part. He's shouting at the moderator.
It's a weird
When in the
fucking
world
debate,
does a
man.
debater shout at the moderator? What the hell?
Sometimes.
Yeah, well, I guess that's the Trump school of debate. Yell at everybody. Take no prisoners.
I just don't like the talk where it sounds like it's headed towards some fucking
I don't know, man. It
fascist
scares me.
dictatorship. It's scary.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
doing
like
what I can, man. I'm talking to people. I will be out there to vote. That's all I can do.
you're nothing against Fox News, though, mate.
No,
You
but
know,
but I'm talking to everybody I can, and I'm trying to encourage as many people as I can to go make their voice known. I mean,
let's hope
more
unfortunately,
people
are doing
I
that,
live
man.
in a red area, so that's not really
It's
gonna
crazy.
be big. But I can only do what I can only do. I'm talking.
It's an interesting, and not only like there's election, there's Corona and stuff. I was just like, as a Canadian, I always find watching American. We get some of the
Trump
American
smash.
channels up here feeds, and the commercials. Like the American commercials are so much more like turned up to fucking 100 than ours, and even the news.
Buy
The
this
news
shit
was
right now or fuck you.
yeah. Basically, it's just like idiocracy. But the news I found very interesting because like here in Canada, where they're talking about the flu vaccine for the normal actual flu coming out and the flu shot, and everybody should get that and blah blah. And the government's doing its best to buy enough blah blah blahs for the the population. I was watching, or American news came on, and they're like, oh yeah, flu fucking season's coming up, but you want a flu shot? Good luck getting one. And more later. It's like it's such a fucking different, way to present the same thing, because flu season's coming up and you need to get a shot. But they're like, "Fuck you, good luck getting one" for some reason. And
Fuck you.
like scare tactics where
It's a regular term in American commercials, apparently. Fuck you.
Evidently, yeah.
yeah.
Oh
Like
man, it
Hell's
sounds like
Junior,
it's
fuck
it's
you.
like that idiocracy movie.
Hey, do you feel like you're going to die? You should use American healthcare. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck you.
Well, yeah. America,
Man,
fuck you, yeah.
scary shit.
I don't know.
You're just capitalist, like capitalist to fuck.
I just like watching American commercials because they make me laugh, because they're just like so in your face, and buy and like obviously that's what your point is. You don't have to fucking say it like that.
The car commercials are the worst. Car salesman, man.
Oh,
It's like they
look
turn
at
up the
this
volume
question
to
here.
5,000,
Here's a good
and
one.
it's like yell and scream into the TV. It's just like, oh man, what are they doing this for?
Here we go, lads. Here we go. Brace yourselves.
What?
If a vaccine
There's
comes
a
out for
question.
COVID, are you going to get one?
No.
Yeah, if it's properly vetted and tested, I'll get it. But I mean,
I'd probably, yeah, I
but
will.
the
My
thing that's
girlfriend
scaring the
is.
crap out of me going back to Trump is he was going to like, yeah, release the vaccine now. It's like, dude, this thing's
Release
not
the
even tested.
vaccine.
That is not something I would take if it hadn't been
Release
tested.
the
No,
vaccine,
if it's been
mosquitoes.
tested, yes, I'll take it.
Yeah, I will.
I don't know whether it's going to be necessary by the time at this rate with the amount of fucking cases that are spreading and the
It
amount
might
of
be.
deaths that we're getting. It's like we're going to have herd immunity by the time a vaccine really gets out and gets distributed to everybody in the first place. We need to
Well,
hit
at the
like what
infection
fucking
rate in
over
the U.S.,
70%.
yeah, we're ahead of everybody else in that shit.
That's it. I mean, you're going to get herd immunity before the vaccines come out and are really safe and properly tested.
Mm.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think it's necessary. I mean, I say that because I'm fucking healthy and shit, but it might be necessary for some people to get it if you've got underlying conditions, of course. And I think that's another point. There's a lot more people out there who are going to need it more than I need it.
It's
You
the
know?
question of, what is the safety level of the vaccine? What is my chance of something happening? Is 1 in 100? Is it 1 in 1,000? Is it 1 in 1 million? Is it 1 in 10 million? What?
Yeah.
And,
Well, they ain't
give
even
me
they ain't
those
even
numbers
sure
and I'll
how
make
it's
my choice.
mutating yet. So
Yeah, that's what Invero says there in the chat, but you lose immunity in a couple of months and nobody knows how long you are immune for. And
Well,
that's the
that's what they're
same
thinking
case
right
with
now.
the
They
with the
just don't
vaccine
know.
anyway. So we're going to be vaccinated every couple of months or something. I don't know, man.
Well, that's what Dr. Grinspoon was saying as he was looking at a vaccine that probably was, he said it may be something we're looking at a booster every 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, yeah.
watch the
Mm.
South Park special.
Watch this out.
That's,
I'm gonna have to.
that's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
Integrity.
Integrity weed.
Integrity.
right. Yeah, definitely watch it. Very applicable
It was
Mm.
to
good.
this topic.
Randy.
Yeah, man.
And
I
that's
don't
it.
know.
Which companies are making money out of it? And shit, it's crazy.
Government, they're the ones
Everything's
that are
just gone
making
so
money.
fucking crazy in the last 6 months, man.
That's why you grow your own, and not only just like that's a metaphor. Obviously, it's literal. Fuck, don't buy weed. Grow your own weed, but grow your
You
own
can grow whatever you
everything.
want.
Like
Whatever
not
you
only
want.
grow, but build your own. Fucking
Yeah.
do your own.
Try and
Fucking
become more
fix your own.
self-sufficient.
All of this shit, man.
Yeah.
Like that's the only way you can really fuck the man, because no matter what society you live in, unless it's in some like hunter-gatherer mountain in Mongolia where you're just herding yaks all day or something and you literally have no access to anybody, but even that, like your yaks or milk's probably being sold to some fucking buddy. So ultimately, yeah, you just need to do as best as you can within the confines of the shit society, quote unquote, that we live in, you know, because what else are you gonna do? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's why I grow my own. Like, really, I don't want to pay fucking three different taxes on my medicine that I've been using for a decade, right? And before I didn't have to pay taxes, but then all of a sudden some fucking buddy comes in and says, "Well, it's legal now. Now you have to pay us some money to use this." I'm like, fuck you. I mean,
Yeah.
like, but certain things, like I can't build my own vehicle, obviously, because I don't know how to do that. So there are some concessions you're gonna have to make. But
Mhm.
yeah, just I don't know. For the most part, just fucking DIY everything as best you can. I don't know, in my opinion, for
Yeah. We need to be start heading that
avoiding
direction.
capitalism, not relying on socialism, all that stuff. I don't know. That's just don't complicate it, right?
Yeah. Where
Once you
do
get
we
into
go
a
from
fucking
here?
dogma in a camp, then you're
As
fucking
back.
fucked.
What's up, GB?
What's the story?
Where did you go, man?
I went to get a timeout wafer and a can of Coke
Sweet.
because I kind of
Nice.
have a bit
Did
peckish.
you want to get a good sugar
Yeah.
rush before bed? Is it
Need some banana bread.
good sugar
Oh no,
rush?
that's a usual thing for me.
Me too, man. Before
It's my
bed
little treat
snacks,
Yeah,
before.
just
it's a stoner thing,
gurgles
isn't
in my
it?
stomach all
Uh,
night.
I'm
Yeah.
going to
well, you
bed
see, I
now.
don't.
I think I'll go and make a sandwich and a few bags of
Yeah.
crisps, and I'll grab that chocolate bar. I'm gonna get some ice cream. I'm gonna have that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have that milkshake too. And then you wake up
No,
in the
no,
morning.
no.
That's
You
my
see,
usual thing with
That's
3
what I
cups of
do.
coffee.
I don't eat chocolate or anything during the day.
Same.
I literally I eat my breakfast at like fucking 1 o'clock, and I eat me dinner at 7 o'clock, and that's it. Then I'll have one little bar of chocolate, going to bed.
Yeah.
with
I
my
was eating
cans
a
of Coke
fucking
all day
holiday.
long.
Wow, depends on what you call a little bar of chocolate, though. Really.
Well, it's like a little timeout, like, or even
It
you know,
wasn't the
just
biggest one he
Maybe
ever
like
saw,
that
but it
dairy
wasn't.
milk that your mum and dad used to get you for Christmas in the 90s, 2 foot long.
Man, the other day when the election was on, I sat there and you know them boxes of little donuts. You get like 16 in them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, Ian?
13 boxes
Mm.
full, all gone.
Yeah.
We've got the whole box. It's got a little tub in there. It's got salty caramel sauce in. So you dip the donuts in there, and I ate like well, I must have ate about 12 because the dog was here, so he had about 4. Oh damn, man! I ate
Good
so
question,
many.
man. What cacao percentage? You guys are dark chocolate guys, or you like the milk chocolate shit?
Milk
65.
chocolate.
man,
I don't mind
Milk.
milk
65 to
chocolate, too, for
70 is
me.
good.
What's this
Prefer the
whole?
dark.
I've never heard about
99.
cacao percentage. I did just get
Well, my
chocolate.
yeah.
son's,
I don't know.
but he likes that 80 to 90, but I
Well,
don't
the
know.
more cacao,
65
the
to 70.
bitterer it gets, right? It's like
Right.
fucking kind of like IPAs and beer and shit. Like it
Yeah.
fucking gets pretty rank when it gets into
I
that
More
don't
shit.
know. I've
dense.
done some 85% chocolate. That's really, really nice, actually. I think, where did that come from? Tesco's or Sainsbury's? But it
Yeah,
was
I
really
like it if it
nice.
has a little bit of salt in it. A little salt with sea salt with bitter chocolate is fucking good.
Kind of balances the bitter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm a milk chocolate guy. I love like a fucking good dairy milk, just pure milk
No,
chocolate.
you know what? Dime bars,
Extra
man.
large Toblerone, man. You can't get them. You can't bite the bastards because you can't get your teeth over the ridges.
That's
Especially
what he
when it's
did on
been in the
purpose.
fucking fridge as well, and you try and take a
Oh
bite of it,
no,
it just
no,
won't break.
no,
You know?
no! Please, 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 relatives, don't get me one of them fucking extra large Toblerones for Christmas. Do not do it.
Oh, that's hint, sweetie. Toblerone. For Ian
Fuck
for
off,
Christmas.
cunt.
The
Big
one,
one.
the personalized one too. You can get it with their fucking name on it and shit.
You know it's happening as well. You know she don't forget Ian.
It'll just sit there in the corner forever, and every time you come round, you'll be able to look at it and think, I wasted my money on that.
No, because
Right.
every time you look at it, you'll be laughing. It'll be worth it for that.
Well, just get your chisel and hammer out and whack off a hunk every now and
Yeah,
then.
just smash it to bits with a hammer, innit?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Toblerones.
Melt it down.
Toblerones are savage.
Yeah,
Now
they're
dime
delicious.
bars, man. Dime bars are the shit. I love
Nah.
dime
Dime bars are
Ah.
savage too.
Don't know
Not a
that
dime bar
one.
fan.
We don't have those.
Yeah, that's it. I was
How about
thinking.
Mars?
It's like
Mars
it's
bar?
like a flat piece of toffee
Get
covered in a
those.
thin layer of chocolate by Nestle. I don't know if they're going to be called dime
Sounds
bars.
like a
or
Heath bar.
maybe.
Didn't they not change the name to Dame?
Yeah, it's
D-A-I-M?
yeah, but I don't care. I'll
Yeah,
go.
but in
You know, I
the-
have this
there's still
discussion.
dimes in the
Right.
UK and in Ireland.
It's like
I'm just thinking that maybe our US and Canadian counterparts maybe got the Dame version, you know?
No, I
Sorry?
don't know of it, but it sounds
No.
like something they call a Heath bar here, which is toffee,
Armadillos.
chocolate and toffee.
Big Turk?
it's beautiful shit, man.
Milky Way?
Smack it on the
Milky Way
table.
would be
Right,
Don't break.
yeah.
We don't get Milky Ways in Canada. When
Yeah,
I
you
went
got
to the
Milky
States,
Ways. But that's
I
not
fucking
shit.
bought Milky Way, but they're
No,
not
no,
very
no,
good.
no.
They don't have. I like the caramel with the nougat. That's just fucking nougat in that
Yeah,
shit.
it is. That's why there's nothing in them. And it
Oh,
just
Snickers
disappears within
ice
10
cream.
minutes of eating it.
Snickers
Uh,
ice cream. That's
Too
the
rich.
shit.
Solo ice
For me.
cream.
Too sweet for me.
Mm.
Turtles
Yeah,
ice
yeah.
cream.
Too sweet.
Mm.
That's it. I can only eat half of like a bar of that, and then I'm like, whoo!
Of what?
Really, sugar
Like
rush. you in the
and
coma.
anything really sugary, I can't eat much of, but I enjoy a little bit of.
Yeah, me too, man.
Oh,
That's why I don't like the
sugar
fucking
juice.
dessert. Wedding
It's called
cake,
brownies.
a
candy
lot of
floss.
bullshit.
I can't eat much of that.
Yeah, I had
Want some
I had a
fucking
thought the other day.
gas.
Maybe it was today, but it's been a long day. It's like sugar is a drug, right?
Yeah.
Well, it is technically. Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah.
It acts on the same
Those
type of
caffeine.
receptors, yeah. That gives
Why
you
do we allow
serotonin and
children to have it?
dopamine and-
Because
it's-
it's
Because it
good.
keeps us alive. Without that glucose, which is sugar, a drug in your bloodstream, you would die.
It is useful,
Yeah,
yeah,
but you should-
but
you
not in the
get
form
natural-
that and the amount.
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh,
Like
yeah, it's the-
actual sugar, but like getting sugar and it's like we have DMT in our
Okay,
bodies
alright,
naturally,
yeah.
but people
It's the money
take
thing.
DMT
It's same with
to
alcohol.
I
enhance
guess
it.
that's a
Why-
good point to steer towards. What do y'all think about sugar and children? Should they be allowed to have sugar? No sugar, some sugar, what?
Yeah, they should be able to have sugar, but not too much, man. It's like I
Right.
think kids get too
I'm
much
with you
sugar
on that.
nowadays. I think kids get too much shit food nowadays.
Milky roll. I don't know what the fucking
There's,
milky
there's
roll
hardly
is.
any sugar.
What's a
in
milky
shit
roll?
now. They take it all
Yeah,
out.
they're taking a lot out. Yeah.
Sounds good.
And that pisses me off as well, man. Fucking, you see on the shelf with Coke with no sugar, and then Diet Coke next to it. And it's like, but And they're
And
the
then
same
Coke
fucking thing now.
Zero.
Coke
Coke
Zero
Zero.
and Diet Coke.
Have you,
No, Coke
They both have
Zero,
aspartame, don't they?
Zero
That's
does
how
have
they
got
say
calories
it.
another
in
one
it.
on that. Have you seen the flipping? I don't know if you're a McDonald's fan, Mackie. They've got if you order online from McDonald's
Burn.
and you want normal Coke, you have to pay a fucking sugar tax.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
they have that here
Lord.
too.
Really?
Yeah,
Hey,
there's
kid,
They
sugar
have that.
tax.
That's the same if
They've
if
talked
you
about
Huh.
order
They've
if you
never
order
done it.
even in
But you
store.
know what? I'm fine with that, man. I'm fine
I've
with
never
it.
heard of that.
As
Yeah,
long as I
yeah,
can
like,
get the normal Coke, don't take it away completely. Fine, man. We'll pay a fucking
You'll
sugar
pay
tax.
your sugar tax
Fine.
and you're good.
Just don't
Oh,
take the fucking good shit away. It's
no.
gonna taste like Pepsi otherwise. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. If somebody handed me fucking like full fat Coke, that's
You know
the
what I'm
only
saying? Full
Coke
fat
down,
Coke,
man.
man.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
It's
fucking
full
saying.
fat Coke.
Don't you dare
None of
take
this
that
Fat
shit.
Coke with cherry in it. That's the
What
only
do you
one I
call
drink.
it? Full fat Coke.
Well, that's right. Me and
It's
the
pretty
husband
much
call
what it is, isn't it? Yeah, like
You know?
with
Well,
full
I mean,
sugar
I've
in
never
it.
heard it called that before. I mean,
Yeah. No, well,
I know what you mean. Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
what
in
me and
Barrow,
the
that's-
other half call it. We call it the full fat because you see, we'd have Coke Zero.
Yeah.
Excuse me, in the
Yeah.
fridge. So if all we drink
Yes,
is
Bob.
Coke,
Yes, Bob.
we
Thank
don't
you.
drink anything
Yeah,
else.
Pepsi's
so
shit. Fuck Pepsi.
you shout, oh here, get us a full fat, or oh,
What about that
I need to
Enviro
watch
shit
me weight, get us a fucking Zero.
where submarine sub or Subway's bread is not real bread in Ireland anymore because it's got too much sugar in it?
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
hilarious.
5 times the sugar.
I heard that
Yeah.
in the UK as well.
Yeah,
In the
yeah.
UK today, they said
So I just read that.
sub sandwiches
And
got too much sugar in.
I didn't know that.
he'll keep
I
on his
know.
wife
Donut
or
now?
oh,
They
that
used
sounds
to make
delicious,
this lovely
Jockey.
You get a
flatbread.
donut now, right? Not a sandwich.
Like a Kit Kat.
Donut.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah. Yeah, a donut, and it's like not a ring donut, but donut.
Yeah, it's,
You guys-
it's a long donut. It's got so much sugar in it.
You remember those fucking Stroop waffles that the Vault had on that one promo a while back?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Strappa, the caramel
So,
Strappa waffles.
Yeah. I was in Costco here the other day, and lo and behold, they're selling Stroop waffles, or whatever the fuck how you say that shit.
Strappa
look-
waffle.
Yeah, they look delicious. You put them on top of your
Oh,
coffee, and
awesome
they
for
just
that.
melt
Yeah.
in.
Man, have you
Yes,
never had one of
Cade
them?
made it.
No,
look.
no.
Cade made
I
it.
haven't.
How's it going, Cade? Thanks for joining
Oh,
us.
what's the
Took a
story,
win,
Cade?
But they fucking
Man,
didn't.
those Strappa waffles are savage. I love them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Extra. Do you know what they're really nice with? If you get two of them, and if you cut a fucking piece of ice cream down and sandwich the ice cream between
Yeah.
them, and
So I'm definitely gonna buy some of those the next time I go to
yes,
Costco.
you and if it make sure they have a bit of cinnamon, just a touch of cinnamon.
Yeah. Well, Costco's shit's usually pretty fucking quality, so
Yeah. Cool.
it's pretty.
We have
hopefully it'll be good.
Duns in Tesco's. Oh,
Shut
yeah.
it,
I've heard of Tesco's. I think Costco is. I think more an American thing, but it's just a giant warehouse of fucking. You have to pay to be a member of it. Usually, it's worth it because you can buy bulk and everything's way cheaper and actually really good quality too. Not like big Walmart kind of shit. Yeah, it's a cool story. And they give out free samples. Like some people just go there for lunch and then just eat all the samples and fuck off. It's pretty funny. But their chicken fingers are A plus. I have to give a shout out to the Kirkland chicken fingers. They're the good kind. So delicious. Ricky would approve.
So that's the food section of the show.
Yeah. Exactly.
The food reviews, yeah.
Food reviews.
He's the
Chicken
Yelp-
fingers,
he's the Yelp
fucking
critic, yeah.
And we've gone through
some,
movies. What movies are good?
instant noodles.
What TV
Yeah.
shows? Yo, Code is in. What's going on? Oh, else
Nice.
we got, man? Yo, did any of you watch the fucking old school Twilight Zone? You watched
No.
that?
Yeah. I remember John Lithgow and the fucking demon or the gremlin on the
Nah,
plane
before
wing,
that, man. Before that, with Rod Sterling.
I didn't know that wasn't the
1963.
original.
No, they had
Black
Rod
and white.
Serling did that. Yeah, it was William Shatner was the passenger on the original.
Oh,
Yeah, he was.
okay. Yeah. No, I've.
Man,
Yeah.
it's like I think TV back in the day then because they had less budget to spend on like they had no CGI, so they had shitty studios and things like that. So a lot more was put into storyline and things and character.
They didn't have the restrictions now because
Mm.
somebody wasn't pissed off about something that had happened, and now they can't do something anymore.
Man,
If
have
you
you noticed
watch-
how fucking much that's going on everywhere now? It's like everybody's just so easily pissed off at everything, man.
Yep.
It's driving me crazy. It's pissing me off, and it's making me pissed off at everything.
It's,
Makes you
Yeah.
smoke more weed.
it's what they want, man. It's what they want.
So want us all to turn against each other.
Everybody's just so
Yeah.
fucking angry all the time, man. You know,
Divide and
if you're
conquer.
listening out there, just try and stay chill. Remember that all these
Yeah.
crazy
Get
bastards who
stoned.
go on at you all the time for like
Yeah.
walking too close to them in the street or something. Just remember they're all scared. You know, everybody's
It's
fucking
time to go
scared.
fuck themselves and go smoke a dab like I'm about to do.
Oh, no, just try and be chill. Just try and ignore them. That's the
Yeah,
advice I
don't-
give. But I don't follow it myself. Me, I'm like, fuck you, man. Who the,
I was
who the
just
fuck do you think you're
gonna
fucking
say
talking
that.
to, man? But you know,
Yeah.
I like
He
to
tells
give
I'm the
good
everybody else
opposite. I
advice.
to
I don't
talk big,
follow it.
but I never fucking say that shit to people.
No, I had
Oh,
some
sorry.
encounter
I'm
the other
sorry,
day. I
man.
told you all, didn't I? I told you all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some encounters.
Well, that guy was fucking bullshit, though.
Yeah. Some crazy
fuck
old
that
guy
guy.
trying to tell me when I was going to buy a new mask. I shouldn't be in the shop without a mask. I should be sending somebody else to buy a mask. He wanted to go outside. He wanted to fight and shit. Like, oh my god, man.
Well, here's the question: what if you didn't have anybody else to buy your mask?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You should have just told him to
You have to
turn
mail
turn
order
around
one
and
off
tell him to
Amazon
suck
before
you
mama's
go out.
cock.
I pretty much did, mate.
Yeah, stay 2 meters away from me. I'll be right back with a mask.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell with
Fuck
you,
off
man.
and mind your own business, you old cunt.
You know, it's
That works
funny,
for
and that's
me.
it. I called the guy a Karen, man, and he looked so fucking confused when I called him a Karen. So, all right, well, first off, I was like, all right, officer, calm down. And he's like, no,
He's
not
probably thinking,
officer. So,
how does he know what my nighttime name is?
you know what I mean?
Has he
How
seen
do
it
you
in
know my
dress?
Saturday night name? But,
Did my missus say something?
you know, only my wife knows that.
Not anymore.
And then the next day, I was just walking through a car park with a mask on, and it's a thin car park, and some lady walks next to me, then mumbles something at me as I fucking walk past. It's like, god damn, man, why is everybody so tense? You all need to chill the fuck out.
Yeah, but she probably mumbled, going, "Oh, look, the smell of cannabis off him."
Oh no,
It
I
probably was.
wonder
don't
where
smell
that
cannabis.
I wonder where that bastard
Probably-
got it.
Exactly that. She's thinking, I can't fucking get any. How come he
Bastard.
stinks?
Yeah.
He must have his can card.
I've got it a few times. I've got a few people have rocked up to me when I'm out walking, and have went, "Oh man, where are you able to get fucking a bit of fucking smoke?" And you're like, "Yeah, no, I had to travel all the way down to Cork for this." Like,
Oh, no,
How
I
much
get
longer are you
it
planning
all
to
the
go,
time, man.
guys, or is it an open end? We're gonna do this. We've been for 2 hours now. We should start to wrap it up a bit soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah,
worse
I'll wrap
Vietnamese
up now.
food, man.
I'm awake now.
Yeah.
Can't
We're doing
wait
it
for
a lot
tonight,
easier
having
than
some
I know. We can
bowl.
sit there and smoke and talk all night.
Spring rolls.
Yeah,
You guys
tell me-
have
tell us
Vietnamese
which
food
one,
big in England? And
Spring rolls. Yeah, we have spring rolls.
yeah, like Vietnamese spring rolls and pho and fucking like rice noodle soup and shit like that.
Cody, sure leave when I'm here. Sorry, Cody. Sorry, dude.
Hey, Cody.
Yeah.
Cody's here now. Everybody do the
Cody.
fade off. Goodbye.
Right, quick,
Everybody,
yeah.
bye
Bye.
Turn the lights off. Turn off the lights now.
I won't be on the say.
No, because you know, but he's just coming here saying, "Yo, lads, can you come and help me with this harvest?" No, thanks. man.
Really?
No, thanks.
We won't see Cody for the next 3 weeks. You know, it's like, where you been, Cody? Chopping.
And then for a week after that, he won't be able to make sense of his typing because his fingers are sticking to the screen.
Yeah.
Exactly. He's gonna have
People-
so much fun. My God.
People think we're joking, but man, if you've never trimmed, fuck,
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. Oh, you're on a mission, man.
that's a lot of weed.
And they're big
Yeah,
fucking
so much
bushes
weed.
that Cody has there.
So let's wrap this shit up, man. So you know, this is Higher on Homegrown. If you haven't listened before,
Oh, he's pilfering fucking gloves from work. You dirty dog, Cody.
I mean,
Will do.
your
I
chat's a
pilfer
couple of
from work
seconds ahead
too.
of mine.
Fuck
I'm like,
the
what's he
fans.
talking
Ah.
about? Gloves. Your chat's a couple of seconds ahead of mine.
Oh,
yeah, man.
um,
If you haven't listened to the other show before, the High on Homegrown, which is our normal show, where we have structure and routine and try not to go on too many tangents, and you can check that out and download it. There's 13 episodes now. We've got the YouTube channel as well, High on Homegrown YouTube channel. And if you haven't subscribed to that yet, then please do so, because we're trying to get to 100 so I can change the URL. So, and that's a bit of a fucking mission. just have to get to 100. I think we're about 20 away now, so not far. And pretty soon we want to start streaming on that channel too. But for now, only the tidy videos go over there. They get tidied up and edited up all nice. They get put over there.
Tell your friends, guys. Tell your friends.
Tell your friends. Share on social media.
It's on Sundays.
That's right.
Even tell people you don't like.
Yeah, whatever.
Just tell people.
And maybe you have something in common with them, and then you can forge a new friendship.
Friendship.
Nice.
Fucking friends, yes.
Percy, friends, yeah.
Sounds like TG likes friends. Fucking
Yeah,
friends.
I need some friends. Because be my
Motherfucking
friends.
people come around my house, drink my coffee, smoke my weed.
Friends.
Yeah,
Happy
that's pretty much it.
Football fucking friend.
He wants some friends right now. He needs some friends to help him cut plants down.
Oh,
Got a special guest in the background there.
yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
are we
but-
gonna?
Yeah, man, we should call it a day. Thanks for joining us, everybody. And let us know we'll do this again on the 1st of next month. And we've got the Halloween show coming up as well. So
Oh,
make sure you
man, that's
Yeah.
join us.
Do
on
you
that.
know what we
Shit.
forgot to do today?
What's that?
The 3-word story.
Oh,
that.
Do you know what we will do it on the Halloween show.
Well,
yeah,
we
but
also.
you want to do it now? It's only going to take a couple of minutes if you want to do it now. End it on the
Well,
3-word story.
We
While you look
could,
that up, I'll go ahead and say South Coast Vapor was our winner of Picture of the Week, the caption contest.
Cool.
If we finally get this DWC gear sorted, we'll have some top quality gear.
Yeah.
What's his caption or something to that effect? I'm stoned. I'm kind of remember it off the top of my head. It's
Yeah,
pretty
man. And we've
tough.
got them new competitions. We've got some more competitions coming up in the next few days as well. So keep your eyes open for them. If you haven't signed
yeah.
up to Percy's Grow Room yet, then do so. You'll love it. It's a good place.
Mhm.
Voting is opened on plan of the month for August, September.
Yep. Yeah, lots of exciting shit going on right now.
Yeah,
so
man.
come join up, be a part.
Do it.
And
Like the way
do
TG
it.
says that so much excitement, lots of good
Jeez, there's actually a lot more than what I thought there was.
Oh, there's a lot more. We'll go from where you were last time. You don't need to go from the beginning.
Yeah. A piece of mud, wasn't it?
looks like
Yeah, try and find a
everybody's-
sentence start or something.
Yeah, here we have with festering sores. With festering sores, smelling of elderberries. Then he used vodka and coke to escape the new age telemarketers selling rainbow feces to the underfed, malnourished, bearded midget with no shoes and a massive cock. And holy flock carrying flaming torches. Hang on, next page.
Like-
Underfed midget with a massive cock. Very nice.
Was the cock carrying torches?
you prepared all this last time, didn't you, Chibi?
I had it all prepared the last time. It was much better.
Nice.
No, what we do is we will let it continue because it actually it is pretty good, and we might actually get maybe a paragraph.
Sweet.
out
Yeah,
of
we'll,
the
we'll let it
story.
continue and then we'll get it all ready for
We will.
the next Higher
So-
on Homegrown or the Halloween show. We got some special things coming for our Halloween show.
Yeah,
You won't tell
and
us
and
what.
you know what to do. Yeah, sorry for cutting over you, Mackie. Do you know what to do, lads? Actually, have a read back over and try to form a story through, because sometimes it kind of jumps from one thing to another to another.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to
Try form a story if you can, and we'll try make
And
it
remember,
fucking very
GB's
good.
got to read this out on air sometimes, so make it funny.
Well, you know me, I have no morals at all. I'll fucking say anything. So like, if it's once it's written there in black and white, I'll fucking say it. So it's
Okay,
good
well.
to go.
We have edit power. We can make that happen, man.
Yeah.
Just like Ron Burgundy.
No
Go
problem.
fuck yourself, San Francisco.
Vero,
Beard said
Black Ops,
this.
Cody, Jockey, Wooly. Oh, we didn't see Twisted tonight in the chat. I wonder if he's all right.
No,
Probably
I
busy,
don't think he
but-
showed up. If he was, he was quiet.
Yeah, if Twisted listens, Twisted, Fish, all you guys who usually join us and might not be here, but I'm sure you're listening at some point. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for all the support that you give Percy's and High on Homegrown and Higher on Homegrown. We do appreciate it. So get out there, share. Let's get this shit growing. Nice.
Mhm.
We don't have no theme tune or anything here, I don't think. Okay, maybe I can play this again. Let
We
me
can
try.
do a cappella, you know.
Ooh, I can.
We're all here.
Good.
Da, da, da.
Here we go. I think I just kicked in the tune there, maybe. Press play. No.
Ah.
Maybe. Maybe we've got to
So
turn it up a bit.
long, farewell.
Oh.
Do
There we go.
Then
Do
goodbye.
it. Yes. Right then.
it.
Nice. Right, goodbye then, everybody. There's the tune. Thanks for joining us again. Come and sign up to PercyScrum.com, and we'll see you on Sunday for High on Homegrown, episode 13, with Phil Monk, and how to dry your cannabis. Yes. Nice. Thanks.
Good.
Catch you later, everybody. Everybody say bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Son.
Nice.
Bye.